Hello guys, it is Shivam here. Welcome to the last part of package delivery app where we are going to make this app from the scratch by using Flutter, and for the backend we are going to use is a Firebase. So on this series we are going to cover user authentication, package tracking, payment processing and many more. So do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button so that you won't miss out on any of the upcoming videos we upload on this channel. Now let's get started. Before moving to the code, let me show you how our awesome package delivery app will look like by the end of this series so that you will get a best idea of what you are going to learn on this complete series. Yeah, so here you can see that this is the sign up page and this is the signing page. So yes, we are going to use a mail authentication on this app, and this is how you can see that our sign up page and login page will look alike. And now I'm going to just use a random email ID to simply sign up in the app. So here I'll just write my name, which is Shivam Gupta, and here I'll just pass the random email like something like this. Well, write gmail.com and then the password. Now I'll click to this button and will directly move to the user side of the app. Yep. So here you can see that we have successfully registered, and you can see that a green light, you know, the green light, a red light. If you are going to follow this series, then here in the home page, so this is the home page of our package delivery app, and here I've added something new for you all to understand. Like here we are going to get the user's current location by using the GPS, and through the GPS we are going to track the user current location, and we are going to just pass his location address will be shown over here. Yeah, so this is, you can see that it has written San Francisco. So I'm not at the US. So you will say that if this device is tracking the current location, then why it is showing the San Francisco? Are you from US? No, I'm not from the US. I'm using the iOS emulator, so that's why it simply shows that the location of the US over here. So if you try to test the app on the real Android or iOS device, then it will show the current address of where you are using this app, right? So here just below this current location, you can see that there is the thing which is a track your shipment, and the user will going to simply enter their specific track number. Yes, we are going to provide the specific track number to the each order that the user going to place by using this ID. So this is how we can also show that a tracking system. So we'll teach you how to create a tracking system and how we can simply track any of the specific order. And here you can see that these are the some key features that we are going to cover on this app, which is order a delivery, will pick it up and deliver it across town quickly and securely. So this is one thing. Track a delivery, track your delivery in real time from pickup to drop off. Check delivery history, check your delivery history anytime to view details and stay organized. So these are the some key features that simply make our app really engaging. Now let's move to the post page. Now this is the page where the user just need to enter their pickup details and a drop off details, and the driver will simply get all this detail and they will reach to your specific address to pick up that package, right? So here I'm going to just enter all this thing, and the charges that we are going to charge for each package will be 500 rupee. I have just passed the random amount over here. You can change it by yourself, so no worries about that. Yep. Now here I just need to enter the pickup address. So I'll just write the random address, which is near main market, and here I'll just write near main market, and in the username I'll just pass my name, Shivam Gupta, and we are also going to provide the phone number. Yeah, so the driver can simply call you if they reach to that specific address. Yeah, and they then we just need to pass a drop off address. So I'll write Delhi. Yeah, I'll just write that a random username. So I'll write Ayush Gupta over here and the phone number. Yeah, so we are going to also provide the phone number as well over here. Now I'll simply click to this place order. Now here you are going to learn one of the most interesting thing, or I can say a new thing, because I haven't taught that before in my any of the series, which is a Razor Pay. Now you will think that what is a Razor Pay? So Razor Pay is a payment gateway that provide many things like UPI system. It has a Google Pay, Phone Pay, you can pay through the credit card, debit cards, a lots of things. Yeah, so I'll click to this place order button, and you will see that a Razor Pay will be on action, and this is how you can simply pay through the Razor Pay. As I've told you that they have lots of features, or you can say a payment method like net banking, wallet, pay later, blah blah blah. So lots of things. Now I click to this Google Pay, and here I'll just enter the random, you can say, UPI ID, and we'll click to this continue button, and you can say that the payment will be now in the process. Yeah, so payment is confirming. So payment is successful, and it will successfully will redirect to the app, and now you will see again a green light which is order placed successfully. Now let's check what order has been placed by moving to this booking page. So here you can see that this is the destination address that I filled. So here you can see the Delhi. Now here, as I told you that we are going to show the tracking, which will be the main part of this awesome package delivery app. So here you can see that there is a 5 milestone that I have added on this app, like driver on the way to pickup point, driver has arrived to pickup point, parcel collected, driver on the way to delivery destination, parcel delivered. So these are the 5 milestones that keep on updating, and this will be updated from the admin side of the app. Yes, you heard it right. We are also going to create an admin panel on this app from where the driver can simply manage all these milestones that have been covered by them. Right now here you can see that this is the way the user can see a current order, and if they want to see the past order, they can simply switch and can see all the past orders. Yeah, so this is the order page, and last, this is the profile page where the user can simply log out and then delete the account. So you can see that how awesome this is a package delivery app, and it has a really lots of feature that I'm going to simply teach you all in this awesome package delivery app. So do not miss a chance to learn this awesome app and add one more app to your resume. Yeah, and if you want to get a source code of this complete app, I will provide you the link in the description box. You can get it from there. Like if you are facing any problem to get a source code, you can DM me on my Instagram ID. I will just help you. Yeah. Now let's move and let me show you the another side of the app, which is the admin panel, as I've told you. Yeah, you can see that this is the admin login side, and as I've told you that we are also going to make the admin panel on this app. So in this admin login side, you can see that the admin has to enter the specific username and the password that we are going to provide them, and they can also change that from the backend. It's up to their choice. Now here, as we are going to enter the unique username and the password over here, and once we fill this, now we'll click to this login button and we'll directly move to the home admin page. And in this home admin page, you can see that the driver or the admin can simply manage, like they can manage all the orders and they can manage the users. So when we click to the manage order section, you can see that this is the orders that have been placed by the different users, and this is the specific order that I have placed from the user side of the app. And here you can see that there are 5 buttons that will be simply managed by the driver if any of the milestones has been completed. Yeah, so here you can see that if the first milestone will be completed, the driver will simply click to this, like driver on the way to pickup point, and it will simply just take a few seconds to highlight that this milestone has been completed from both admin and the user side of the app. Now if this milestone has been completed, then the second milestone, same for the third, same for the fourth, and this is how the driver can simply manage all the milestones in the app. Yeah, now let's move back here in the manage user section, and in the manage user section you can see all the users that are using this app, and if the admin want to remove any of the users, they can simply click to that any of the specific remove button and can remove that specific users. Right, switch down to the user side of the app so that I can show you how the milestones that have been marked completed by the driver from the driver side of the app, how it going to look in the user side. So here you can see that, as you know that I have completed the 4 milestones from the driver side of the app, and it has been strictly shown over here as well. So this is how you can see that how the tracking will going to work, which is a package tracking, and this is one of the most interesting series that you are going to learn or develop from the scratch. So now let's get started. But before we move forward, I want to introduce you to app crafting. So this is a startup started by me. So if you are looking for the app for your business or resume, we are going to make a budget friendly app for you. You can simply fill this contact form and can send us the requirements to get a awesome app in both Play Store and App Store. You can find the link of the app crafting in the description box. So now let's move to the app, and here we are going to now create or not create, we are going to add a backend for the add package page from where the user can simply place the order, right? So in the post page, what I'm going to do is that here you can see that there is a thing which is add location as I've told you in the starting of the video. When we have made this page also, like there the user will simply enter the pickup location, a drop off location, and the app will calculate the distance in kilometer, like pick up and drop off, and then it will show us the amount that we need to pay. Yeah, so these are the things that I've told you that we are going to add in the add package page. Yeah, but there is one problem. Now what the problem is, let me explain you. So the pickup and drop off location will be filled by the user. Now in the backend we need to use a Google Map API key, and the Google Map will simply tell us the distance between these two locations and will give us the details or distance in the form of kilometer, right? So this was the plan that I've thought before making this add package page. But now, as I've told you, like we are going to make this app for completely free. Like you don't need to pay for the backend and all. So that's why I haven't used a Firebase storage till now. But when you need to use a Google Map API key, the Google Map API key is not free. It's going to charge you from how much time you call a Google Map API key in the app. Yeah, so that simply need you to add a credit card or debit card to enable the Google Map API key. So I thought that let's remove this add location option and we just keep a fixed charge like $50, $60. We are going to keep a fixed charge like for the each pickup and drop off part. Yeah, so these were the some things that I need to tell you all, that we are going to do these changes in the app. Yeah, I'm going to remove all these things that we have shown. So I'll just remove here, as you can see. So submit location button here as well, and here it is the pickup and drop off details and the total price, and the user can place the order. Yeah, so let's add the backend for all this thing that I've told you now. So for that I just need to add some of the details first. So first I'm going to use a text editing controller. So first, as you can see that there are 6 text field. Yeah, so first there are 3 text field for pickup and 3 text field for drop off. So we are going to add a 3 text editing controller over here so that we can handle the text that the user going to enter on this text fields, right? So first we are going to write a pickup address controller, something like this. Pickup address, just write pickup address equals to new text editing controller. We'll do same for the other things. So 1 2 3 4 4 and 5, there are 3 3 6. Yeah, so we'll need to add one more like 3 to 5. Yeah, 6. Yeah, so now we can just do all the things. Like here we need to just pass pickup username. So pickup username, pickup phone number. So pickup phone number, I'm just writing the name according to the like my convenience to use the text editing controller, so that I can know that in which text field I have used which controller. Yeah, so if you have any other idea, you can simply pass to this text editing controller. It's not like what I'm writing you need to write it exactly. Yeah, it's just to know like at which controller you have passed to which respective text field, so that you can get a data correctly and can upload the data to the Firestore database. So this is the main idea behind this. Yeah, so here I'm going to just write pickup phone, and then we are going to just do same for the drop off. So I'm going to just write drop off address. Yeah, drop off username. So I'll write drop off username, drop off phone. So drop off phone, something like this. Yeah, so we have created a 6 text fields. Now we can simply pass all the text field in the text editing controller in the respective text field. Yeah, so here I'm going to just pass controller, and here I'm going to just pass pickup address. We'll do same for the username, not over here, we'll just do over here pickup username, and then we are going to just pass like controller pickup phone, and then we just need to pass for the drop off. So I'm going to just pass controller, and then we need to just pass drop off address, drop off controller, drop off username, and controller drop off phone. Yeah, so these are the some things that we need to do, and once we have passed this, now we can handle the text that the user going to enter on this text field. Now here, as I've told you, that we are going to use a Stripe payment gateway so that the user can simply place an order through the Stripe, and once they place an order, they can execute that function. Yeah, so let's do all this thing. So I was thinking that to add a Stripe on this package delivery app, but the plan has changed. Though I usually show the Stripe in all of my series, but I thought that in this series, let's make some change, and that change will be really exciting for you, because we are going to add some other payment gateway, which is a Resorpay. You have heard about a Resorpay. It is very famous on India. Like, it have UPI payments. The user can pay through the UPI, the Paytm, Google Pay. So there are lots of payment method that Resorpay has, and the user can pay through any of the payment gateway, and they get lots of choices to pay through the Resorpay. Yeah, so these are the things that we are going to do. So here I have added all the things that we needed for the Resorpay. So don't need to worry, I'll show you what all things we have added for the Resorpay. So when we move to the perspec.ml file, so in the perspec.ml file, you will find that I have added one package, which is Resorpay Flutter. Yeah, so add this package over here. You can get this package from the perp dev. You just need to copy and paste it something over here. Yeah, so once you have paste this package, simply run this package in this perspec.ml file, and once you have done all this file, we can now move back to the post page, and in the post page we'll write some necessary functions to execute the Resorpay, right? So here you can see that this is the code that I've written for the Resorpay. You can see that the function name is open checkout, and in the open checkout I'm simply first passing the amount that I want to show through the Resorpay, the email that I want to show. So the email we are getting is the user email. Yeah, so that's why I've used a shared preference to first get the user email, and once we get the email, I've simply passed the email over here. You can pass like this a function, a relate Resorpay equals to Resorpay. Remove this, you don't need to write this one. Yeah, so this is the thing that we have written. We have also called a dispose method. If you want, you can pause a video, you can write the code for the Resorpay, no worries about that. But if you want to get the source code, as I've told you, I will provide the link in the description box. So it is better what you need. Yeah, so this is the function which is open checkout, where we are passing the amount and the user email, and in the key. Now what is a key? So we need a replace the key with as you can see, I've written replace with your key ID. So this is the unique key ID. So you need to go to the Resorpay website and simply sign up there, and once you sign up and you get one key, you just need to paste the key over here. Now you can see that I've created one ID over here. So what is the ID? Let me show you. Yeah, so here you can see that in the services folder, I've created one file name which is constrained dot. Now you will think that what is this file all about? So here you can see that here I have created one string Resorpay key, and here you just need to paste your key. I'm not going to show you what key I've used because there will be some security issues. So you just need to paste the key over here, and once you paste the key, you can call that simply over here. Yeah, then we need to just pass the amount. We can pass the amount directly. Now here the amount will be in the form of paise. I know that if you are from India, then you know the paise and rupee conversion, but if you are not from India, then you can simply check it on the website. I don't think so Resorpay is like valid outside India. It is just for the citizen of India. Yeah, so if you are from India, then you can use a Resorpay, but if you are from outside India, then I'll refer you to use a Stripe. Now you will say that I haven't shown you the Stripe, but I've like used a Stripe many times before in my series. So I've tried to do these changes on this package delivery app. So if you are watching this video outside India and you want to add some of the payment gateway, I will refer you to please follow my series. I have also shown how to add a Stripe. You can watch in any of the series. I'll recommend you can see food delivery app series. There you can see I have wrote a complete code for the Stripe. You can write the code here as well in the package delivery app to execute the payment gateway, right? So these were the some things that I've told you. So the thing I was telling you that you just need to show the amount in the form of paise rather than in rupee. Like if you want to show a 500 rupees, you just need to write 5 and 4 zeros, because this will be the conversion of paise, because it simply shows the amount. Like you need to pass the amount in the form of paise over here, then the Razor Pay will just convert the amount to the rupee. I hope it is clear. I will show you what I have passed over here. Now here you can see that the name, and in the name you can pass your app name, the description, like I pass description payment for your order. In pre-fill you can pass the user email, and the external wallet I have added Paytm. If you want to add anything more you can add that. Yeah, so these are the some necessary things that we have passed in our open checkout function, and you can see that it is very easy. Like Stripe has many more things to be add on, like we need to do some changes in the Android manifest XML file. If you have followed my old series, like you have seen that we in the when we are adding a Stripe we are doing a lots of changes in the code, but in the Razor Pay we don't need to do anything too much, because they have tried to keep all the things simple. So that's a plus point of using a Razor Pay. Yeah, now here you can see that there is a function named handle payment success. So this function will, as the function says, handle payment success. So like if the payment is successful, then what we are going to execute. Yeah, so all the things will be written on this function, and if there is error, then how we to show the error, you can do like this. And if you want to use an external wallet, you can do like this. Yeah, so these are the some things that we need to do, and in the init state we have just passed all the function. So as soon as the app launches, or you can say a page launches, like if I'm moving to the post page, then the init state is the first function that usually call. I hope it is clear, like a difference between init state and set state. I hope it is clear. Like init state is a first function when the page call, and set state is used when we need to just refresh the page. Yeah, so this is the difference between init state and set state. Yeah, so this is the thing that we have written in the init state, and here you can see that this is the function for the Razor Pay. I hope that I have cleared you each and every point that we have added the Razor Pay. Yeah, now here let's move over here, and here you can see that I have just passed, like in the place order button I have wrapped up with a gesture detector, and I've wrote a function named open checkout. Now you can see that I want to show the amount 1000. So I've just passed like 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, it's a 1 lakh. So 1 lakh passe have passed over here to show the amount in 1000. It simply convert the money in rupee while using a Razor Pay. So keep on mind, like if you are passing 1000 like this, then it will show the amount in paise. Yeah, it's going to convert the paise to rupee. I hope it is clear. I'm not making you confused. Yeah, so let me show you like how this function going to work, so that will give you more better idea. So I'll click to this place order button for now, and yeah, so here you can see that Razor Pay is an action, and you can see that the app name simply shows over his package delivery app. The total amount is now shown 1000. As I have told you that you need to pass the amount in the passe, and the app or Razor Pay will simply convert that money to the rupee. Yeah, here you can see that. But if you will just pass 1000 over here, so let me show you what it will going to happen. Yeah, so let's refresh this page. We'll hot restart the app. So let's close this first. Yes, exit, and here we come back again, and we'll click to this place order. So now you will see that, yeah, so here you can see that once you pass a 1000, then the amount will be converted into the rupee. So it going to act as an passe when you are passing the amount, and it will convert the money to the rupee. So make sure that how much amount you want to show in the app, you need to just convert that amount in a passe and just need to pass it over here. I hope it is very clear now. Yeah, so this was the thing that I want to tell you all. Yeah, so now I think so we can pass like 500 rupees over here. Now you will say that if we are going to show the 500 amount over here, then why we are showing the $80? Yeah, if you have question on this mind, then you are right. But here you till now didn't know that how to show the rupee sign over here, because we keep on showing the dollars in each and every app, but till now you haven't know that how to show the rupee sign over here. So let me show you what we need to add. We just need to pass this command over here, like you can pass slash, it's a slash u20b9, and it is just a code to show the rupee sign, and here I'll just pass a 500, something like this. Now you can see that it simply show the rupee sign over here with an amount which is a 500 rupee, the amount in the form of rupee in the app. Yeah, so this was the new thing I have taught you. So hit that like button till now if you haven't. Yeah, so once we have done this thing, now let's add some of the execution for this. Like once the payment and all is done, then what we are going to upload in the Firestore database. Yeah, so we are going to do one thing, like here we'll move to the Firebase, and here you can see that we are going to just show the order. Like once the user place an order, we are going to show the order over here, and we are also going to show the order to the admin panel. Yes, you heard it right. We are going to add an admin panel because we need to like update, like if the user is tracking the package, like once it is delivered or not, or it is has been picked up or not. Yeah, so all these things, and it is on the way or etc. So that tracking will be handled from the admin side, right? That I've told you before. Yeah, so we are going to just add an admin panel on this app, and we are going to show that order in the admin side of the app. So these are the some things that we need to do. Yeah, so let's create some functions. So we'll move to the database.dart file, and here I'm going to just create one more function which is add user order. Yeah, so we are going to show this order to the user side of the app. So I'll write order and orders here like this. We can just pass order, and here I'm going to just also pass a string and the order ID. So we are going to provide the unique order ID to the each order, right? So these are the some things that we need to do. So here I'm going to just pass a doc ID. Here I can pass order ID dot set user info map, something like this. Now once we have wrote this function, now here what I'm going to do is that we need to just copy this function here back again. Wait a second, control save. Yeah, so, okay, I need to copy this function. We need to paste it over here, and here I'm going to just pass a function name which is add admin order. So here I'm going to just pass the collection name which is order, and in the order we are going to just set up the order that the for the admin. Yeah, so these are the two things that we need to simply pass once the payment is successful. Yeah, so before that we need to create a function. So let's move to the post page, and here I'm going to just create a map, and in the map I just need to pass a string, a dynamic, something like this. I just need to pass string dynamic user order map. Yeah, I'm going to just pass this map name, and here I'm going to just show, like there will be some more things that going to work on the tracking, but for now I'm going to just add a necessary function, and as we move to the app, and if there will be anything added, anything we need, then we are going to add on this map. Yeah, so we are going to do some changes on this map afterwards, because it depends on what we are going to add and execute on this package delivery app. Now here I'm going to just pass first a pickup detail. So I'll write pickup. First I'm going to just pass a pickup address. Okay, so here I'm going to just pass pickup address dot text. Yeah, so you know that what this function does. So once the user enter the pickup address, now to get a text from this text field, we just need to pass a controller and dot text function to get a text from the respective text field. I hope it is clear because it is very easy. And now I'm going to just pass a pickup username. Yeah, so pickup username, and here I'm going to again pass a pickup username dot text, something like this. Now once we have passed this thing, now we need to just pass pickup phone. We need to just pass phone number dot text. Yeah, and you just need to pass now a drop off address. So I'll write drop off address, something like this, which will be the drop of address dot text something like this. Now we need to also pass the username, so write username, and we just need to pass drop of name username dot text, and then we need to just pass one more thing, which is like drop of user drop of phone. Yeah, so drop of phone, we are going to just pass a drop of phone. Now here you can see that in the home page you can see that I have passed a text field which is a enter track number. Now we are going to provide a unique track ID to the each order that the user going to place. Yeah, so let's create that unique track number over here. So for that I'm going to just pass a string, and in the string first I'm going to just write a track number. So this is the string, and here I'm going to just write random alphanumeric 10. So this is the first thing we need, and the second thing, as I've told you, that we are going to provide the unique order ID to the each order, so that we can track that and can update it from the admin panel. Yeah, so that's why I'm going to also create one string which is a order ID. So let's pass this, and here I'm going to just pass the function name which is order ID, and I'm going to just pass it something like this. Now once we have passed this, now we just need to pass a track number, so I'll write track number something like this. Yeah, so these are the some things that we have passed on this map, but I've told you that when we are going to move forward on this app, if there will be any changes or if there will be anything we need to add on this map, then we can do that later. Yeah, so no worries about that. Yeah, so these were the some things that I have thought about till now, and yeah, so it is what it is. Now here I'm going to just pass await database methods dot, here I'm going to just pass add user order, and then we need to pass user order map here. Then I haven't passed, I think so we haven't called the ID till now, so for that I'm going to just get a ID from the shared preference that we have stored locally. So I'll write id await shared preference helper dot get user id something like this. Now once we have passed this thing, now we can just pass it over here as well. So I'll pass over here, and this is the order id that we have created. Yeah, so the unique order id. So this is the one function. Now the next function will be database methods dot add admin order. Now we just need to pass a map name which is user order map, and then we need to just pass the order ID here as well. Yeah, so these are the some things that we need to do. Now let's move to the sign up page, and here I'm going to just copy the snack bar something like this, because we need to also show the green light. You know that the green light. Yep, so the green light will be like once the order has been placed successfully, and so we need to just show the user a green light that it is successful. Yeah, so the green light we can write like what we can write. Yeah, so order placed successfully, we can just write order placed successfully. Yay, sorry, sometime it's happened. Yeah, so just need to hot restart here back again. Let's move back. I hope that we have wrote all the things. We can test it now. I hope it is okay. Yeah, so let's enter the pickup address. So I'll write near main market, near main, sorry why it is coming on Hindi, near main, yeah, near main market. Username I can just pass Shivam Gupta. Random phone number, so it's not my phone number, it's a random phone number. Drop off detail, let's write main road, delivered to Ayush Gupta, and then a random phone number. Now we'll click to this place order, and let's test it what it's going to happen. Yeah, so we'll click to this and reserve pay on the action. Now we just need, so it is a text ID that I'm going to use for the reserve pay, so that's why I'm going to just pass my random phone number or something. Yeah, I hope that it is on a 10 digit. Yeah, click on continue. It says that it is invalid. Yeah, so it is done. Now here you can see that in the reserve pay you can see that there is a multiple payment option. As I've told you, the UPI, Google Pay, Phone Pay, Paytm, Visa card, MasterCard, EMI, net banking, wallet, pay later, blah blah blah. So there are lots of payment option in the Razor Pay. Yeah, you can use anything. I just use a UPI ID. So I'll just write something like this, and we'll just need to write OK SBI. Yeah, click on continue. So open your Google Pay. Yeah, so confirming payment, and the payment is successful as you can see here, and you will be redirected in just 1 second. Yeah, so here you can see that the payment has been done, but there is some error. What is the error? It simply says the instance of text editing controller. Okay, so there is some error. We have to check what error we are facing. Pickup address, pickup drop off. Okay, so this is the thing that we have done. We have just passed a text editing controller like this. We just need to pass dot text. So these are the minor errors that we need to just keep on mind. Yeah, we'll just do the thing again. So let's pay through the UPI back again. So I'll pass UPI, just write a random OK SBI. We'll click on continue. So confirming payment, and payment is successful, and we will be redirected in just few seconds. So yeah, it is done. Yeah, so here we can see the green light, which is order placed successfully. Now let's move to the Firebase, and we need to just check like what all data has been shown over there. Yeah, so here I'm going to just refresh this page, and we'll wait for a few seconds, and let's check what data we have over where. So which ID I've used? Yeah, so this is the ID I've used, and here you can see that the order collection, this is the unique order ID, and this or data I've just filled now, you know that. Yeah, and here you can see that it's also create the order over here, and this order, as I've told you, that it's going to show in the user side, not user, sorry, the admin side of the app. Yeah, so these are some things that we have done. Now here comes one more thing, like we have shown the green light. Yeah, now here comes that the else case, like if the user have failed to forget to fill any of this text field, and they try to click on this place order button, then the app will not going to further take any action, because we haven't passed any case till now. Like if there is a condition, like if all the text field are filled, then we are going to show the green light, but it's not an option to show the red light, because we just need to pass one thing like please fill all the details to further move on the app. Yeah, so you just need to write this function, like if all the details are filled, then we are going to just show the open checkout, and if any of the thing are left, then we are going to show the red light that please fill all the details. Yeah, so that will give the user an idea, and this will make your app like user friendly if there is any issue that going to have on the app. Yeah, so here I'm going to just pass if, and here I'm going to just write all the things like, so pickup address dot text is not equals to null, so it means that this text field has been filled. Yeah, so we just need to pass all these cases. So this is what I have written. If I forgot any of this text field to be called, you can write that, no worries about that. It is just that I try to give you an idea like how we can show all this thing. So once all the text field has been filled, then we just need to call the open checkout function, and if anything is left, then we are going to just show the red light. So for that I'm going to copy this one, and here I'm going to just show that text. So we're going to just paste it, and I'll just change the color to red, and we'll just write the text like please fill complete details. Yeah, complete details, something like this. Yep. So let's hot restart the app, and if I now try to click on this place order button, you will see this red light which is please fill complete details. Yeah, so these are the some things that simply make the app more user friendly. So now once the order has been placed, now we are going to show that in the order page of the app. Yeah, so let's create this order page. So here in the order.dart file, let's add all the things. So what I'm going to do is that we just need to first pass the background color. So I'm going to copy, and here I'm going to just paste it here as well. Now in the column widget, I'm going to just copy all these things that we have written for this page. Yeah, so I'll copy, and we are going to just paste it here as well. We'll call app widget class, will pass necessary brackets that all needed. Yeah, so these are the some things that we need to do, and this is the page. Now we need to just pass the margin so that I can see the text clearly. So at margin edge insert dot only, from the top let's pass 40.0, which will be enough. Yeah, now here I can just like write order page, or we can write, yeah, order page. It's okay. If you want to pass like all order or anything, you can do that. It's up to your choice. Yeah, now here in the container I can just pass a child, a column, and here I'm going to just write some necessary function that I need to try. Now here you can see that once I've written the column widget, the container width has been squeezed. So I just need to pass width, and we'll just tell the container to use a maximum width of the screen. So I just need to pass the function something like this. Yeah, so now we can write all the things that we need to do. So now let's move, and here in the order page I'm going to show the current order and the past order as I've told you. Yeah, so let's first create a function so that the user can simply switch to the current order and can see all the current order, and they can switch to the past order and can see all the past order, right? So this is the case that we need to create over here. So for that I can just pass a row children, and here I'm going to just pass the image. Sorry, let's first pass a container. So here I'm going to just write a container child and the column, and here I'm going to just pass a children, and in the children first I'm going to just show the image. So for the image I'll use image.asset, as you know that. So like image.asset, something like this, and here I'm going to just call the images folder, and in the images folder I'm going to just pass the image file name. So the image file name that I'm going to use is this, which is deliveryman.png. We're going to show the current orders. Yeah, so for that I think so we can pass like this past orders. Yeah, so I think so let's pass this over here. So I'll just rename this to current order because it just indicate the current order. I guess this image is fit for showing the current orders. Yeah, so I'm going to just use this over here. So here I'm going to just pass the images, and here I'm going to just pass our image file name, which is current dot, sorry, dot, why I'm saying dot, current orders. So yeah, current order dot png, something like this. And here I'm going to just pass the height. Let's pass the height 100, width 100, and a fit box fit dot cover. I hope it is okay. So images current order dot png, here it's okay, but it can't recognize the image because we have just changed the image file name. So I think so, yeah, the file name is correct. Yeah, it is totally matched. Then we are facing this problem, but it's not a problem. We just need to close the VS Code and rerun the emulator again, because this is the minor error, as you can say, because we have just changed the image file name. So the app couldn't recognize what is the image file name that have been changed. Yeah, here you can see the image, but I need to increase the height and width of the image. So let's pass up to 130 and 130. Yeah. So now I can just pass the space from the top. So for that I use a size box. So I'll write the size box 20.0, which will be enough, I guess. Yeah. Now just below this text, just below this image, I'm going to add a text. Now here I will write a text widget, and in the text widget I'll just write current, and here I'm going to use /n orders, yeah, which will indicate current orders. And I'll write style app widget class dot headline text field style. We'll just pass the font size 22.0, or let's pass up to 28.0, which will be enough, I guess. Yeah. Now we can also increase the height and width of an image. Let's pass 150, and let's pass up to 25, I guess it is okay. We can center this by using a text align. So I can simply pass text align dot center, something like this. Yeah. So this is the case that we need to pass. And now I'm going to also pass a decoration, and the box decoration colors dot sorry, not color, let's pass border dot all color. We can just pass colors dot black, and we can pass up to 45, and let's pass the width 2.0. So here you can see this, but we can also pass a padding. So write padding edge insert dot all, let's pass 10. Yeah. So this is what we have passed, and now we can also pass a border radius. So for that I'll write border radius dot circular, let's pass 20. Yeah. So this is the thing that we have passed, and we can also pass the spacing from the top by using 40. Yeah. So this is how we can show the current orders. But once the thing has been selected, I want to show that selected in the elevated form. So write material widget will also pass the elevation. Let's pass the elevation 3.0. Yeah. Now I can pass the border radius here as well, so that it will be like, if I've selected the current orders, then I can know that what thing I've selected. So this elevation will make that thing clear. Yeah. So once we have shown the current orders, now we can show the second section, which is like what, showing the past orders. Yeah. So I'm going to copy paste it over here, and here I'm going to just change the text to, let's show the delivery man, I guess. So I'll write delivery, and we'll write the page, not a page, image name as it is. And here you can see, but we can also pass the spacing by using main ellipsis alignment dot space between, or space evenly. So let's pass space evenly. Let's test this also. Yeah. So it is okay. Now here the text that have been not a text, a container that have been selected, I just need to just decrease down the height, and here I'm going to just pass the text also, which is normal text field style. We can pass 20.0, and 20.0 is too less. Let's pass 24.0, and it will indicate, as I've told you, the past orders. So I'll write past /n orders, something like this. Yeah. So this will indicate a past orders. I can provide the size box. Let's pass size box height 10.0. Yeah. So here it is, and this look good. I just need to also paste, copy, and we are going to paste it here as well. Yeah. So this is okay, I guess. So it indicate a current order, this indicate a past order. Now I want to execute the function something like this. Like if I'll click to this past order, this container will be shown in the elevated form, and this will be shown back in the normal form. In which past order can you see now? Yeah. So for that I just need to pass a bool, and in the bool here I'm going to just pass the current, and we'll just pass the current to true, and then we are going to just pass a past to false. Yeah. Something like this. So what I'm going to do is that if the current is true, then we are going to show the container in the elevated form, and if it is false, then I'm going to just copy this container from here, and we are going to just paste it here, and here I'm going to just change the image file name. So the image file name, which is a current order.png, and here I'm going to also change the text to current orders. Yeah. So this is the thing that we have done. But when we select this, so I'll write wrap with widget gesture detector. In on tap method, I'll just pass one case, which will be like the current order. We just need to make it true. Past, we need to make it false, something like this. And a set state, as you know that use of a set state, like it will simply refresh the screen if we'll tap to the any of that container. Yeah, so this is the thing that we have passed. Now we'll do same for the past order section. So I'm going to just copy this and we are going to just paste it here as well. Yeah, and we just need to paste it, and here I'm going to just pass the image dot asset, the images file name, which is like delivery man dot png. Yeah, so this is it, and here I'm going to just pass past orders, and here I'm going to just wrap up with a gesture detector in on tap method. I'll just pass this case. What it will be like, I'll just need the current to make it false, past will be true, and then we'll use a set state, something like this. Yeah, so let's refresh this page, or how to restart this app. We'll move over here, we'll click to the past order, and you can see that it shows in the elevated form that I was telling you about, so that the user can know like which section that they have selected. And once they will see that this is the past order which is on the elevated form, they can know that they have selected the past order and they can switch to the current order. And you can see that how brilliantly it is working, and this is what I really want to make. Yeah, so now once we have add this thing, now just below this we just need to show some of the orders. Yeah, so first I'm going to create the UI that how we are going to show the current and past order. Then once it is done, then we are going to connect it with the Firebase, right? So for that, first I'm going to just write a container, and in the container I'm going to just pass a child, a column, and a children. Now I'm going to also pass a width. For the width I'll just pass a media query dot of context dot size dot width. Yeah, something like this. Now in the column I'm going to just pass first a row, and here I'll write children image dot sorry, why I'm writing image, need to write icon, because I'm thinking that first at the top I'm going to just show the deliver node package where it is going to drop off. So you know that we have added a drop off address in the field. As you know that there is one field which is drop off address, we are going to call that. So I'm going to just write icons dot location on. Yeah, location, let's keep location, let's pass on, and here I'm going to just pass the color. So for the color I'm going to copy this color code, and we are going to paste it here as well. Yeah, so this is the color code we have paste, and this is the logo you can see, or icon you can see, not a logo. So it is an icon, not a logo. So I'll pass the height, let's pass 30.0. Yeah, I can increase the size of this icon, so I'll just pass the size outside this color. So I'll write size 30.0, which will be enough. Now here I'm going to just show the address. So for the address I'm going to just use a text widget, and in the text widget I'll just write for now a main market, and here I'll pass a styling by using app widget class dot, and here I'm going to just pass a normal text field style, which is enough. Yeah, so main market. If you want, you can increase the size of an text, it's up to your choice. So I'll write size box with, let's pass 10.0, and I'm going to just center it with the help of center widget. So I'll write main axis alignment dot center, something like this. Yeah, so this it what you can see. Now here in the container I just need to pass a decoration. So wait a second, let's pass a decoration, not right now, I'll show you when we are going to pass. So we have written a column widget, we'll need to write a row widget here as well. I'll write image dot asset images folder name, and image that we are going to get is a parcel dot png. I'll just put the height, we'll just enter the height of 150 with 150. We can pass a fit box fit dot cover. Yeah, so now you can see that this is the package that we are going to show. Yeah, let's pass 120 and 120. Yeah, so this is the package, and once we have shown this package, now what we are going to do is that we are going to show the tracking. Yeah, because we need to show the tracking, so that's a main thing that we need to do. So here what I'm going to do is that now I'm going to just create one function which is get status text. Now what is this function? This function will like help us to handle the case, like as I've told you that the tracking will be managed from the admin side of the app. Yeah. So for that I just need to create a string, and here I'm going to just pass a function name which is get status text. Yeah. So get status text, this is the function, and here I'm going to just pass a int index. Now the int index, here I'm going to use a switch case. Now you will think that what is a switch case? So let me explain you. Switch is something like here, the index we have passed is that, like switch is something like if we need to switch to the so for example, if the index value is 1, then the switch will move to the case 1, and it will just show that this thing that they need to return. Yeah. So switch is going to work according to the index that we are going to set. Yeah. So we are going to pass a multiple cases in the switch, and through the index we can show that case in the app. I hope it is clear. So I'm going to just pass a switch. If not, then I'll show you what I'm telling about. Yeah. So I'll pass a switch index, and here I'm going to just pass a case. So this is the first case I'm going to show. So I'll write 0 something here, and I'm going to just return, and in the return I'll just pass like this, which is driver on the way to pick up point. Yeah. So this is the first case that we are going to show, like driver is on the way to pick up point. You know that pickup address, so we just need to pass driver on the way to pick up point. Yeah. So this is the first case. Now the next case we are going to show is that what it will be. I'll just write return case here as well, and the second thing I'm going to just write, which is like driver has arrived to pick up point. Yeah. So I have just written this some of the cases because as the user need to know like if the driver has reached to that pickup point or not. So they can simply call to that specific driver and can know the status, like where he is. If he is searching for the specific location, like if you have written your address and driver can't find like where the exact address is, so that's why we have provided the phone number. Yeah. So here I'm going to just pass a case 2, and in the case 2 I'm going to just return, and in the return I'll just pass one case which is parcel collected. So if the driver have collected the parcel, then we'll just pass parcel collected, and the case 3 will be like we'll just return. So once the parcel has been collected, the driver will update like driver on the way to delivery destination. Yeah. So delivery destination, as you can see. So this is the thing, and here comes case 4, and in the case 4, once the driver has reached to the delivery destination, he will just update like that parcel has been delivered. Yeah. So these are the some cases that we usually pass. Yeah. I hope it is very clear. Now I'll just pass a default, and in the default, as if there is some error, then not over here. Yeah, you need to just write over here default case, and in the default case I'll just return space. Yeah. So this is the thing that we have written. So through the switch case, now you can know that if the switch index value is 1, then we are going to show this thing. So the return function, or you can say switch, will return this text, and if the index is 3, then the switch will return this text. So all the things going to handle by a switch case, right? I hope now switch case is much clear. Now we just need to show all this thing. So for that I'm going to create something unique that will really exciting for you all to see. Yeah. So let me create one thing. So just beside this image I'm going to show that. So where we have written, yeah, here we have written. So here I'm going to just create one container, and in the container I'll just pass the height. Let's pass the height 80. Okay. Now Here I'm going to just pass a child, sorry, 80 first, then we need to pass the child in the container, and here I'm going to just pass fixed timeline. Sorry, I think so we haven't added that package that we need to add in the perspec ml file to handle this case, yeah, which is a timelines, yeah. So we need to just add this package, so which is timelines, yeah. So this is the package, you can run the package. So I've directly written the package name. You can search on pubdev also, you can see that package there itself, yeah. So I'll just write timeline fixed timeline dot title builder, and in the builder I'm going to just pass like timeline builder connected, and in the item count I'm going to just pass the current step, yeah. So here I'm going to just create one string, and in the string I'm going to just store the current step, yeah. Here I'm going to just pass a int, and in the int I'll just write something like this, which is like current step. So I'll write current step. So what I have written over here, where. So where I have written, yeah. So current step, and here I'll just pass up to 1, yeah. So I can just pass the current step here as well, something like this. Now once we have passed this thing, now there are some more thing we need to pass. So what all thing it is, first we need to pass a okay, content align, and here I'm going to just pass content aligns dot alternating, yeah, and connection direction. So I'll need to write connection direction dot before, yeah. So these are the some commands that we need to pass to execute this function, and here I'm going to just pass a connector builder, and in the connector builder I just need to pass a context and a index, yeah. Now once we have passed this thing, now I just need to return, and in the return I'll just write a padding, yeah. So how we need to show all the things, so we need to just pass it over here, yeah. So first I'll just pass edge insert dot only from the top. Let's pass 8.0, which will be enough, I guess. And here I'm going to just pass a child text widget, and here I'm going to just pass get status function index dot style. So let me write this function, and once we write this function, then I'll explain you what all things I've written, because you don't need to like remember each of the every lines, yeah. So once I wrote all this line, then I will show you what I have written and how I'm going to execute this, yeah. I've added all the code that we need to show in our order page. So here you can see that this is what you can see, like a driver on the way to pickup point, driver has arrived to pickup point, parcel collected, driver on the way to delivery destination, parcel delivered. So these are the some milestones that we have shown in the order page, right? So as the driver will move forward, the milestone will be updated from the admin panel, as I've told you, and that will be simply highlighted in the order page, yeah. So this were all the things that we need to show in the order page. Now here you can see that this is all the code that we have written to show that milestones over here, yeah. So these were the some things that we have done to show this milestones in the order page. Now as I've told you that this all the things will be managed from the admin panel. Yes, we are going to make them admin panel, so no worries about that, yeah. So now let's move, and in the perspec ml file I have added this package. Now you will say that there was the different package I've shown you, yeah, but that package is not comfortable in the latest Flutter version, so there will be some problem you are going to face when you add that old package. So I'll recommend you to add this package, because this package will be best to use in the latest version of the Flutter if you are using. Yeah, so these were the some things that I have told you. Now let's move to the order.dart page back again, and here you can see that this is just a normal code that I have written to show the milestone. Yeah, and this is what I have shown you. Yeah, so these were the some things. Now let's move and let's create the important part of this app, which is an admin panel, from where the driver can simply like update all the things and that we can show in the user side of the app. Yeah, so let's move, and here I'm going to simply create a new folder name which will be the pages, and inside the pages folder, sorry, why I'm creating pages, leave folder, and here I'm going to just create a new folder name which will be the admin, and inside the admin folder I'm going to create a new file name which will be the order admin. Yeah, so here the admin going to manage all the orders that the placed by the user from the user side of the app. Yeah, so we'll write material.dart and we'll write a stateful widget name which will be the admin orders. Yeah, something like this. Now once we have written this thing, now we just need to pass our page name at the top, something like this. So for that I need to move to the order.dart page back here again. First let's pass the background color, so I'll copy this background color. We are going to just write a scaffold widget, and in the scaffold widget I'll just pass the background color, something like this. Yeah, now here once we pass this thing, now as I've told you that we are going to create a design something like this, so you can copy and paste it rather than writing the code again and again. Yeah, so we just need to copy this from here and I'll just paste it something like this. So we can simply pass a body and a container, something like this. Now we can just pass all the brackets that we need, something like this. Yeah, so here it is done. Now we can just pass a children, and here I can just pass a app widget class back again. Yes, so app widget, sorry, app widget class, and here I'm going to just pass our page name, so we can just pass our page name which is all orders. Yeah, so let's move to the page so that I can show you what all code we are writing. So we'll move over here and we'll simply call the all order page. So I'll write all orders, something like this, orders. It was admin order, I guess. Yeah, so this is the all order page, and now here let's first create the UI, like how we want to show the detail and how the admin going to manage the order tracking from here from the admin side of the app. By admin you can say the driver also. Yeah, so here I'm going to just create a container, and in the container I'm going to just pass a width. In the width I'll just say that the container to use a complete width of the screen, so I'll pass media query dot of context dot size dot width, and here I'm going to pass first, let's pass a child, a column, and a children. Yeah, something like this. Now let's move to the Firebase, and here you can see that these are the some details that have been filled by the user. Yeah, so it is a drop of address, drop of phone, drop of username, order ID, pickup address, pickup phone, pickup username. So these are the some details. So let's do one thing. Let's pass, I'm thinking that, yeah, so let's show the image first at the top. So write image.asset, and here I'm going to just pass images. We can just pass the parcel image, parcel.png, which is enough, I guess. So you can just pass this image here as well. So write parcel.png. We can pass the height and width. Let's pass the height 200, width 200, and a fit box fit dot cover. I guess it will be enough. Yeah, so these are some things, and here you can see this. I think so the image size is really big, we don't need this much, so we'll change to 150, which will be enough, I guess. Yeah, so once we have done all this thing, now we can just pass a size box. Let's pass the size box 20.0. yeah, so there will be some space. Now we can show all the details over here. So for that I just need to create, like, first what we can do is that we can just pass a text widget, and in the text widget I can just fill all the details one by one. We can do like this also, like drop off address. Yeah, so drop off address, and here I'm going to just pass this. We can pass the user going to fill the address, so I'll just write plus, and then I'm going to just enter like near main market, near main market, something like this. Yeah, so this is the first thing you can see. We can just pass the styling by using app widget class. So that app widget dot, and here I'm going to just pass a simple text field style. It won't look good, so let's pass normal text field style, and we can just pass the font size 18. Let's pass 20, I guess it will be enough. Yeah, so here you can see this. Let's pass 18, I guess. Yeah, so 18 is enough, I guess. Yeah, we can do this. So now we can also pass the size box so that there will be the some space. So we'll write size box height 20.0. We can bring the thing over here. So for that I can use cross axis alignment dot start. We can center this with the help of center widget. Yeah, now I can just pass a elevation. So for that I can just wrap up with a material widget. We can pass elevation 3.0. So this is what you can see. Now we can just pass a border radius. So let box decoration border radius dot circular. Let's pass 30. Yeah, I guess we need to also pass the border radius to this elevation that we have passed, something like this. So we need to copy it clearly. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, so this were the some things, but we need to also pass the padding. So for the padding, I'll write padding edge inset dot only. From the left, let's pass 10.0 or let's pass 20.0. Yeah, now here I'm going to copy this, we'll paste it over here. Yeah, now let's pass some more details. So we'll copy this, drop off name. Rather than passing like this, we can make it more easy so that it will be more clear for the, I think so, driver to understand. Because if we'll show drop off address, drop off name, something like this, then it won't look good, because it will be really confusing for the driver to know like what all details they have shown over here. Because we are going to show drop off address, drop off name, drop off phone, then we are going to show for same for the pickup. Yeah, things get very messy and it doesn't look good to show all these details. So what I'm thinking that let's just pass like drop off here, and I'll just write drop off details, something like this. And here I'm going to just pass the styling by using app widget class. So app widget class dot, and here I'm going to pass headline text field style. Let's pass 20, I guess, which will be enough. Yeah, so drop off details. Now I can simply write a address so that the driver can know that it is a drop off detail. So the address is for the drop off. Yeah, so that's make very easy for the driver to understand. Yeah, because as the developer we need to think about the user and both about the admin. Yeah, to make their work easy. So I will just pass the my name Shivam Gupta, and here I'm going to just pass the text widget here again. And the text widget I just need to pass like a phone, and in the phone I'm going to just pass the phone number here as well. Yeah, so this is the phone. So this is not my phone number, so don't try to call it. I have written the random phone number here. Yeah, so this were the some things. Now I'm going to copy this, we'll paste it over here, and here I'm going to just pass pickup details. So I'll write pickup details and like this. Yeah, so now you can see that it makes like more clear to understand what all details is for the drop off and for the pickup. So these were the some things that I'm trying to tell you all, that make the thing easy for the driver to understand. Yeah, so that is the main work as a developers to handle this case. Yeah, so these were the some things to show the drop off and pickup details. Now let's move forward. Now when I move to the Firebase and I've seen this field, and I thought that we haven't passed like anything better to show that case, to handle that case that I was telling, that the tracking and all. Yeah, so we need to pass all these things to handle that case, but we haven't passed anything over here. So we'll do that case as frequently as possible. In that case, what I'm thinking that first there is 5 milestone, right? So I'll add one tracker. Not this is the tracker for the, like we have provided the unique ID to the each order that the user placed. So this is the track ID, not a tracker. So we are going to just pass a tracker, you can say, which will simply count like if there is 5 milestone, then how many milestone has been completed. and we can directly show that number in the user side of the app and can show that tracking, right? So this was the thing that we need to do. So for that, I'll just move over here where the user is simply placing an order. Yeah, so where we have added a stripe, I guess. So not a stripe, I think so, razor pay. Yeah, so here we are going to just pass like a tracker, and in the tracker I will just pass the first milestone is not completed, so I'll just pass like -1. Now you will say, why I passed -1 not 0? Now the reason behind this is that because, so let me show you, like when I will move to the order.dart page, and here you can see that in the int current step I have just pass the value 0. Now in the just passing the value 0, it simply take a case 0 and just return this case. Yeah, so we need to just pass a -1 if any of that milestone is not completed. I hope it is clear, because if we'll pass 0 over here, then it will simply show this milestone has been completed, but this milestone is not completed till now, so we can't show that in the user side of the app. So I'm just keeping the track to -1, so we'll keep on increasing up to 4 when the user will simply tap to any of the buttons. Now if you're noticing that I am saying a button, so yes, we are going to create some of the buttons over here to keep on updating all these things. So let me show you how we're going to create this button. So first I'm going to just create a container, and in the container first I'm going to just pass a decoration. In the decoration I'll pass a box decoration color, and let's pass colors dot black over here. Yeah, so here we'll just pass black. We can change the color later, so I've just passed the color randomly. Yeah, so here I'm going to just pass the child first, and in the text widget I just need to pass a text widget first. In the text widget I'll just write the text which will be like the first milestone. So let me see the text. Yeah, so we'll copy this text and we are going to just paste it over here, and here I'm going to just pass the styling by using app widget class, and here I'm going to just pass the text color in the white color. So I just need to pass the font size, or you can say the text size, and this is the button that have been created. Now here I'm going to just also pass the size box. So let's pass the size box height 20.0. Yeah, so this is the thing that we have passed. We can copy this here as well. We can just paste it so that there will be much space. Now if you want, you can increase the font size up to 20, and now if you want, you can also pass the height. Let's pass 40. Yeah, so let's pass 60. I guess 60 is enough. 60 will be too much. Let's pass 50, and we can center this with the help of center widget directly. Yeah, so these are the some things that we need to do, and we can also fix the width. So we can just pass a width by using media query. So I'll write media query dot of context dot size dot width divide by 2. Yeah, so this is the thing that we have passed. We can just remove this, and we can just pass padding edge insert dot all 10. Yeah, so driver on the way to pickup point. Yeah, 1.5 will be enough, I guess. Yeah, or 1.2. Let's keep 1.5. Yeah, it's okay, I guess. Yeah, now we can just center this with the help of center widget. Yeah, so this is the thing that we have passed. Now here what we can do, we can pass a text align so that it will look good, I guess. Text align dot center, something like this. Yeah, now we can just pass a border radius. So for the border radius I'll need to just pass a border radius dot circular. Let's pass 20. Yeah, so this is the first button that we have created, where the driver on the way to pickup point. Yeah, so when the driver will start moving from the pickup point and they just need to update this case, they will tap to this button. Yeah, and this button will simply update the tracker in the Firestore database -1 to 0 to know that the first milestone has been completed. I hope it is very clear now that what we are going to do. Yeah, and we'll just change the color of this button also, because if the driver has clicked to this and they don't know whether the further function has been executed or not, like they need to know like which all milestone has been completed. Now if we'll showing. Now if we'll show all the buttons in the same color and the completed button also in the same color, then doesn't make any sense. I hope it is clear that what I'm trying to explain. It is, yeah. Now let's move, and as I've told you that we are going to just add one field over here, which will the tracker, and here I'm going to just pass -1, something like this. Spelling is wrong, sorry for that. So I'll just write tracker -1. Yeah, we can just keep it string, I guess, or a number. Let's pass the number, I guess, -1, something like this. Yeah, tracker -1. I hope it is clear. I am also checking that if we have passed a number or in the form string. Yeah, it is in the form of number, so it will going to work. Yeah. Now let's add all the other buttons that we needed to track. So I'll copy this, we'll paste it over here. We'll just pass the size box. Let's pass size box 20.0, which will be enough, I guess. Yeah. Now here we are going to just pass the second case. So for the second case, let me copy that case. So it is this one. Driver has arrived to pickup point. So this we can pass directly over here, something like this. You just need to copy this here as well, just paste it over here. The third case, so what was the third case? Parcel collected. So we are going to copy again, paste it over here. Need to copy back again, paste it over here. Order page, driver on the way to the delivery destination. So we'll copy this, we'll just paste here as well. Need to copy, need to paste. And what was the last thing? Parcel delivered. Yeah, so this were the, I guess, 5 milestone that we are going to show it over here. Yeah, so the parcel collected, parcel delivered. Yeah, so there is overflow pixel error. You know that how to solve this. You can just pass the case like this. You can just pass like this. Just need to wrap up the column widget with a single child scroll view, and it will, sorry, why the error is still there. Okay, we don't need to pass it over here. I just make a mistake. We are passing in the wrong column widget. We just need to pass it over here. So I'll just pass it over here. Yeah. So now it's going to work, and the user can simply scroll and can see. Not a user, or you can say a driver, can simply scroll and can see, yeah, all these details. Now here you can see that there is some thing that we can pass, which is a margin. So for the margin, what I'm going to do is that we also going to pass the margin from the right. Let's pass not over here, otherwise there will be some problem. We'll just pass from the right 20.0. yeah, so it is okay. Now let's update all this thing when the user, not a user, a driver will tap to this any of this buttons. Yeah, so let's create this case. So for that, let me do one thing. First, let's get a detail from the Firebase by using a stream builder. Then we are going to update this, because if we won't connect with the Firebase, then I can't show you how the tracker is going to update it on this. So that's why we need to get a data from the Firebase. Now let's move, and here we are going to just create a stream builder. So for the stream builder, let's move, I think so, to the, we haven't wrote a stream builder, I think so, in this app till now. Yeah, so let me show you how we can get a data from the Firebase if it is your first time. If you have followed my old series, then you already know that. Yeah, and if you haven't hit that like and subscribe button, then what you're waiting for? Hit that like and subscribe button and show your support. Yeah, now I'm going to show you how to get all the fields from the respective collection, and we can show all that fields from the Firestore database. Yeah, so this was the new thing for you all if you are watching the video as I've told you for the first time. Yeah, so now let's move, and here I'm going to just create a widget, and in the widget I'm going to just write a function name, which will be the like all orders. So this is the function name that we have created, and here I'm going to just pass like first a return, and in the return I'm going to just pass a stream builder. Now you will ask what is a stream builder. So let me explain you what is a stream builder. So when we need to get a data from the Firestore database, so here you can see that this is the order collection, and we need to get all the fields from the, not a fields, from all the documents from the order collection, and we need to just show that in the admin order page, right? So for that we just need to use a stream builder. Now if there will be like any update, like as you know that we have added a 5 buttons over here, and when the user will tap to that any of these buttons, then we need to just update a tracker, right? So the stream builder will just highlight that case in just a few seconds. So stream builder will take just a few seconds to highlight that case in the Firebase, and they can update a tracker in just a few seconds. So that's why I will recommend you to use a stream builder when you need to get all the data from the Firebase or from the respective collection in the app, right? So here I'm going to just write a stream builder, and in the stream builder I'm going to just pass a stream. Now here I need to just create a stream, so for that I'll just write a stream, and here I'm going to just write order stream. So this is the order stream that we have created, and need to just pass it in the stream, something like this, which will be the order stream. Now here once we have passed this, now we need to just pass a builder, and in the builder I just need to pass a context, a sync snapshot. So I'll write a sync snapshot, 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 something like this. Now here I'm going to just pass the return, and in the return I'll just pass snapshot.hasData. Now what is a snapshot.hasData? So snapshot.hasData will check that if the respective collection, so when we are getting the data from the order collection, then the snapshot will check that if the order collection have the field, if the order collection has the respective documents or not. So if there will be the documents, then the snapshot will going to show all the documents in the admin order side. Yeah, so that's why first they are going to check that if there is data available to that respective collection or not. So if the data is available, then we are going to just show the data by using listview.builder, and in the item builder I just need to pass a context, and in the context I just need to pass a index here as well. And here now I'm going to just pass like, if the data is available, then we need to just show the data through the list view, and the user can simply scroll and can see all the orders that they have got. Now if there will be no data available, then we can just show the container, and if you want to add something extra, you can just add it over here. Like if there is no order available, then you can show some graphic image and all, and make this app more user friendly. It's up to your choice, like how creative you can. Yeah, so now let's move, and here in the item builder, first we need to just pass the item count. Now in the item count we need to just pass like the count of all the documents that the respective collection has. Yeah, so we need to just pass like this, which will be the snapshot dot data dot docs dot length, and we'll just pass the length of all the document. I hope it is very clear. It is very easy to understand, it is not very complex. Yeah, so now I will also pass one more thing, padding as insert dot 0. I'm passing this because if there will be the some padding, you can say there is a padding that already given by the list view. Now to remove that spacing, or you can say padding, we can just pass padding as insert dot 0, because we don't need a padding at all from the list view dot builder side. Yeah, so once we have passed this thing, now here we need to just pass a document snapshot. So that document snapshot, document snapshot ds is equals to snapshot dot data dot docs, and here I'm going to just pass docs, and here I'm going to just pass index here as well. Yeah, so once we have passed this thing, now what I'm going to do is that first I will just pass one case, not a case, I'll just pass a return, and in the return we are going to just pass this complete container that we have just made for the UI. Yeah, so I need to copy all the code that we have written. So this is the complete code, I guess. So I'll copy this complete code, will cut out from here, will just paste it here, and this is the thing that we need to do. Yeah, so now we can just paste all the details, so the image will be remain as it is. Now here I just need to pass a ds address. So for the address I'll write ds, and this is the address that we need to copy. We just need to paste it over here. Then the name, so for the name I'll just need to remove this text, and then we need to copy this user name and we need to paste it over here. Then we need to just paste the phone number, so we need to just copy this again, paste this as well. Then we need to just pass the address, so write ds. We need to pass address, so write pickup address, paste it over here. Then the name, so the name. Now when you are pasting the field name, now make sure that it should be exact. So that's why I'm trying to copy and paste it, because if there will be any single mismatch when you are writing the field name, so this is are the field name. If you are getting confused that what is a field name, so these are the field name, like drop off address, drop off phone, so these are the field name. Now if you are writing the field name, make sure that if the D is capital, then the D should also be capital when you are pasting it over here. Just don't pass the D in the small letter, otherwise that will simply throw the error. It should be exact what you have written over here. Yeah, so that's why I'm trying to copy and paste it, so that it will be like more relevant for you to understand. Yeah, so it is not, it is a name, so we need to just copy this name and we need to just paste it over here, and then we need to just pass a phone. So I'll write ds, and here I'm going to just pass the phone, something like this. Yeah, so these were the some things that we need to do, and now we can just write the necessary function so that we can call the collection, right? So let's move to the database.dart file. Yeah, so for the we need to just create some function. So for that I just need to write a future, and here I'm going to just write a stream, because we have used a stream. A query snapshot. Now you will say, what is a query snapshot? So that's a good question if it is in your mind. So the query snapshot is something like we need to just read all the field that the respective document has. So the query snapshot will help us to read all the field name that the respective document has. So this is the document. If order is a collection, this is the document ID, and this is the complete document, and this is the field name. I hope it is very clear. Like, I'm trying my best to explain you as easy or as best as I can. Yep. So now we need to just pass our function name, which is get admin orders. Yeah, here I'll just need to pass a sync. Here I'll just pass await Firebase. So I'll write Firebase Firestore dot instance dot collection, and here I'm going to just pass the collection name, which will be the orders collection dot we need to just return. So we haven't passed a return till now. Yeah, so we need to just return. Now here comes one more thing, like what we haven't passed till now. Like, if all the milestone has been completed, then the driver can simply like tap to the done button. Like, if all the milestone has been completed, and we just need to, so what I'm thinking that let's won't pass this case over here. I was thinking that we can pass dot where, and we can just pass a status if all the respective order is completed or not, but I have a better idea for that. Yep, so I'll just show you. Yeah, so I'll write first snapshot over here to get all the document from the orders collection. Now let's move back to the order admin page, and here we are going to just write that function. So for that, what I'm going to do first, I'm going to write a function name which is get on the load. Yeah, so here I have wrote one function, and here I'm going to just write the function that we have written in database methods class. So I'll write await database methods dot get admin orders, will pass set state, and we need to just pass in the init state. I hope that there is no confusion between init state and the set state, because I've tried to explain you many times here. So I'll write our function name, which is get on the load. Now this is the case that we have passed. Now let's call the all order function over here, so that I can show you what data will get from the Firebase. So simply hot restart the page, and here we face some error, which is like a render box error, I guess. Yeah, a different things, and why I'm thinking that why I'm not getting a data and all. So the mistake that I've done, I was just explaining you now that please write all the field names and the thing exactly that you have written the Firebase, otherwise you will waste some time. So I have just wasted my 10 time just because of an S. Yes, a single letter S, because here you can see that this is the collection that we have written, which is order, and here I have written orders. Now if I'll just remove the S, then the app will going to work. So here you can see that by just letter S, it can just waste your lots of time, energy, and your mood. Yeah. So just think like if you are writing a field name and the collection name, it should be exact. Yeah. Now let's hot restart the app and let's see what data we get over here. So this is the thing that we have get from the Firebase, as you can see over here. So this is the details that we have successfully get over here, and now we are going to just update the tracker. So for that, if the user or the driver tap to that first button, then we need to just update the tracker. So for that, I just need to wrap up with a gesture detector, and in the gesture detector I just need to pass an on tap, and in the on tap I just need to pass a int. First I'll write int is equals to, and here I'll just write updated tracker. As you know that we just need to update the value once the user will tap to the any of this milestone. Yeah. So now we'll just pass the tracker value. Not we won't pass any tracker value. We just need to pass like updated tracker should be equals to. So here I'm going to just pass like, first let's get a data. So I'll first store the data which is tracker, and need to just copy this. We'll just paste it over here, and we just need to pass updated tracker plus 1. Yeah. So this were the thing that we need to pass, like if any of the milestone is done, like if this first milestone is done, the tracker value will be increased by 1, which will be 0. Yeah. The second milestone done, then the tracker value will be 1. So this were the thing that I need to keep on updating if the driver will tap to this any of the buttons. Yeah. So for the updating this tracker field, we need to just add some necessary function. So here let's move, and we need to just copy this, and we are going to just paste it here, and I'll just write the function name which is update admin tracker. Yeah, tracker. Now here we'll remove the map. We don't need a map. We just need to move to the order collection, the specific doc ID, and just update this tracker. Yeah. So we need to just get a ID, and here rather than set method, we need to pass an update method, and in the update method we need to just pass a field name. So let me check it again, otherwise there will be again some problem. So here there will be one more string, and here let's pass integer because it is in the form of integer. So I'll write tracker updated tracker. Let's pass updated tracker. Yeah. And we need to just pass the field name which is an updated tracker, something like this. Now let's call this once we tap to this buttons. So we'll move over here, we'll just write async await database methods dot update admin tracker. We need to just pass ds.id. The updated tracker is already passed. Yeah. So these are the some things that we need to do. So let's hot restart this case, and let me show you how it's going to work. So I'll tap to this, and let's see to the Firebase like how our tracker ID has been updated. So here you can see that the tracker value has been changed from -1 to 0. So it is working brilliantly, and we can just update the field name. Now you can see that once we tap to this button, the drivers still don't know that whether they have executed or tap to this button or not. Like if they will tap to this button again, the tracker value will be changed to 1. So that doesn't make any sense, and that will indicate the user side that the second milestone is also completed. So this is like very dangerous. Yeah. So we need to just handle this case clearly. So for that, what I'm going to do first, if the tracker value, if the tracker we can say, yeah, ds tracker value is equals to, again I have passed the wrong spelling. sorry for that. ds tracker t, yeah, ds tracker is equals to -1. So we need to just execute this button when the tracker value is -1. Yeah, so if the tracker value is -1, then this function going to work. Yeah, now if the tracker value is greater than 1, so here I need to just show that container in the different color to indicate that this milestone has been completed. Yeah, so for that what I'm going to do is that first I'm going to just pass like this, which is like we can pass ds tracker value is greater than uh, I think so, greater than or equals to 0. If the tracker value is greater than or equals to 0, we just need to show that this container on the green color with a tick sign to indicate that this milestone has been completed, right? So for that what I'm going to do, I just need to write a container, and in the container I just need to pass the decoration, box decoration, color, and I'm going to just pass the colors, which will be colors dot green. Yeah, now I'm going to just pass the child, and in the child I can pass a row children. First I need to just show the icon, which will be icons dot done. Yeah, let's pass the color in colors dot white. Then we need to just show the text. Yeah, so for the text I'll just copy the text widget from here, we'll just paste it here as well. So this is the keys that we have written, and as you can see that once we simply hot reload this, the color of this container has been changed, and this is what we needed, right? So one thing that we need to do here, we need to do one thing, what it is. So here I'm going to just pass like container, and in the container I'll just also pass a with media query dot of context dot size dot width divide by 1.5, which will be enough, I guess. Yeah, we can pass this, or let's pass up to 2. Yeah, now we can center this with a center widget. So I'll write main axis element dot center. We can pass the color, so I'll write color container decoration, a box decoration, color colors dot white. Yeah, we'll also change the color of an icon to black, and here I'm going to just pass padding edge insert dot all, let's pass 10. So I'm just making it like more engaging so that it will look good. Yeah, so I'll write size box width, let's pass 10.0, and we can also pass like 5 is okay. Border radius dot circular, let's pass 30. So this is the thing that we have passed. Now for the padding, I'll just write padding edge insert dot only, from the top let's pass 10.0, from the bottom 10.0, which will be enough. Yeah, so this is what we can indicate that this milestone has been completed. And if you want, you can show this in the elevated form as well. So write material widget elevation, we can pass 3.0. Border radius, so border radius, we'll paste it over here, and I think so let's pass 10. Copy this, paste it over here. Yeah, it's look good, and this is what we can do to update this milestone once the driver tap to this, and they can know that this milestone has been completed. Yes, so now let's add this execution to all the other buttons that we have created. Yeah, added all the necessary code for execute this all the buttons that I have shown you. So these are the just a simple code that I have written. Yeah, so here you can see that this is all the code that I've written. Now when I'll, as you can see, so let's move to the Firebase first. Now as you can see that the tracker value is 1 because the 2 milestone has been completed. So as I told you that the tracker starts from 0 1, so 0 1, so 2 milestone has been completed. Now I'll tap to the parcel collected, and here you can see that it takes just a few seconds to update that this milestone has been completed and it is on the green light. Yeah, so it simply shows that yes, this milestone has been completed, and the driver can simply tap to this button and can mark the order, sorry, not an order, a milestone completed. Yeah, so here let's move to the tracker value, and you can see that it changed to 2. Yeah, so let's move to 3, so it will move to 3. Now last milestone, which will be 4, so here you will see the tracker value update to 4. So this is what we have added so that the driver can simply update all these things once the order has been delivered. Now once the parcel has been delivered and the tracker value is 4, I want this order to be removed from here because this order has been delivered and this order has been completed, so that doesn't make any sense to show this order in all order page. I hope that it makes sense. Yeah, now once we move here, where let me show you, so here once we move and where we have shown this container, now I'm going to just pass like if, and in the if case, like here, not if, sorry, I am writing if, I'll write ds, and here I'm going to just write a tracker. Now if the tracker value is 4, then the tracker is saying that the parcel has been delivered, right? Because the tracker value will be 4 when the last milestone has been completed. Now if the last milestone has been completed, then we are going to show the container, yeah, just a container. And if the tracker value is like not up to 4, then we are going to show the order. Yeah, so let me reload this, and as you can see that I've simply reload this page, and that container or order has been removed from here. It is not removed, but we have just passed this case and we are getting all the data from the order collection where the tracker value is not equals to 4. Yeah, so if it is 4, then we won't going to show that container over here because the order has been completed. Yeah, so this was I was talking about. Like I thought before that let's add a status, but I simply thought about it like, can we track a tracker value and can simply show and handle this case? So this is how we can handle this case. Yep, so this were the some small things. You can simply think about it if you have any confusion regarding it. Yeah, so this were all the things that we have written for all order page. Now let's move to the order.dart page where we have shown all the orders regarding the user side. Yep, so here we are going to also update if the admin is going to update the order from the admin panel, then we need to just highlight that order in the user side of the app, right? So let's handle this case. So let's move to the bottom nave first, and once we move to the bottom nave, we'll move to the order section, and again we need to use a stream builder to show all this orders over here. Yeah, so let me do one thing. Like here, what I'm going to do is that first order admin, so we need a stream builder, right? So I'm going to copy this code. Why to write this code again and again? Yeah, so I'll copy this code. I'll change the code that we have written just for the UI. Yeah, so I'll copy this code and we are going to just paste it in the order.dart page, something over here. Yeah, now I'm going to just copy all the code that we have written for the UI, which is, I guess, which code it is, I guess, yeah. So this is the code that we have written for just for the UI. So I'll copy this complete container from here, and now what we are going to do, we are going to just paste it here as well in the return. Yeah, so it's easy, I guess. Just you need to paste the code. Why to write a code again and again for a stream builder? It just save your time, so I'm doing that. Yeah, so I'll just pass this and we'll call the all the necessary packages that we needed. Yeah, so this is the code that we have written for the all order page, I mean the order page for the user side of the app. Now here let me do one thing. Like here you will see that we need to move to the users collection, then we need to get the user specific ID. So this is the specific user ID. Then we need to move to the order collection, and we need to show all the active and the past order, because we are showing a current and the past orders over here. So we need to just manage the case by showing the tracker. Yeah, I hope that you are getting what I'm trying to explain. So for that, I'll just add one field which will be the tracker, and we'll keep the tracker value to 4. Now here comes one more thing, like if we are updating the data from the admin order side, like we are updating a tracker value just to the orders that the admin going to handle, but we need to also show that update in the user side of the app, but we are not updating the tracker in the user side of the app. I hope you are getting what I'm trying to explain. Like we are not updating the tracker field in the user side of the app, we are just updating in the order collection. We need to also update the tracking in the user side of the app, so that the user can know like how the package is going to deliver and where what on milestone is left and completed. Yeah, so for that, let's move to the order admin.dart page, and we need to also update that respective field. So what I'm going to do is that, let me show you what we are going to do. Here we are going to just create one more function so that we can also update the tracker for the user side also. Yeah, so I'll copy this, we'll paste it over here, and we'll just write update user tracker. So this is the function name that I'm going to pass. We need to just get the user ID, so we need to move to the users collection, then the user ID, order collection, then we need to also move to the specific order ID. So there are some things, so we need to just also get a string, the order ID. Yeah, so I just need to pass the users collection. So let me see what collection. Yeah, users collection dot doc dot collection. Then we need to move to the one more collection, which will be the, what it will be, orders. Yeah, so I'll write orders collection. It is just an order. Yeah, order. So dot doc, and I need to just move to the order ID here as well. Yeah, dot, sorry, dot something like this, update. We haven't wrote update function, so write update. Yeah, so this is the function that we have written over here, something like this. Yeah, so this is the function where we have written, and this is the tracker value. Yeah, so tracker. Now let's update this case. So for that, I need to do one thing here. First, it is an order ID. Yeah, and it is an track ID. So we need to also get the user ID here as well, because to update, we just have an order ID, we don't have an user ID till now. We just have a username, but we can't move to the that username, because there would be a chance that there will be a two person with same name, Ayush Gupta. So there is a chance like there will be a person with a two name, so we can't just track the name and can update that. So we need to get a specific user ID here as well. So let's make some changes over here. So where we are placing on order, so in the post page, what I'm going to do is that here we need to also get the user ID. So I'll just write user ID here as well, and we need to just get the ID. Yeah, so this is the ID where the user ID. Yeah, so I'll copy this for now. We're going to paste it over here. So user ID, you're going to just paste it over here, something like this. So this is the user ID that we have written. Now we can update this. So let's write the function. So for that, driver on the way to pick up point. Yeah, so here I'll write like this, await database methods dot update user tracker, and here I'm going to just first pass the user ID. Yeah, so I'll write ds, and here I'll write the field name, which is user ID update tracker, and here I'm going to just pass the order ID. So again I need to write ds and the field name, which is order ID. Yeah, something like this. So this is the order ID and this is the user ID. So these are the two things that we needed, and we need to copy this and we need to just paste in all the functions that we have return. Yeah. So as I've told you that this we are just doing to update the user side also, because the admin is updating the milestone in the app, but we are not highlighting that in the user side. So for that we need to just paste this function. I hope it is clear. If not, you can write your questions or anything you have in your mind in the comment box. I'll try to solve it as soon as I possible. Yeah. So yeah, so these were the some things that we have done. Now I guess it is okay. Yeah. So let's move to the now the order side also, and here we'll just paste this function. So let's move to the order collection, the order id, and here we need to get some details. So first, as we are going to show the location, so I'm going to just pass a drop off location, which is drop off address. So I'm going to copy paste it over here. Now this r will be managed by the, so here you can see that in the item count it is a 5, as I told you that there are 5 items. So there, that's why the item count is 5. Now we need to just update the current step, like at which current step now the tracker value and the current step is same. Yeah, so I have wrote current step, but think that it is just a tracker value. So we are going to just store a tracker value in the current step to know that like which all milestone has been completed, right? So for that, here I'm going to just pass one thing which will be like current step is equals to ds tracker, and here I'm going to just pass the tracker value, something like this. Yeah. So now let's check the case like how it is going to work. So for that, let's call the all order function over here, where over here. Yeah, all order function, something like this. Now let's hot restart the page. Let's move over here. I guess we need to wrap up with a container. Sorry, there is one more thing, I guess. Nah, it is okay. We haven't passed a function till now. I'm thinking that why I'm not getting a data. So there is a mistake that I'm not getting a data. So I'll copy the function and need to create a function so that we can get the user orders. Yeah. So I'll write get user orders, and here I need to just move to the users collection, his specific ID. So I need to create a string, the ID. Yeah. Dot doc, and I need to move to his specific ID dot collection, and here I need to just get all the document that the order collection has. Yeah. So once we wrote this function, now let's execute this. But what is but we haven't got an user ID, so I'll write string ID, and now I'm going to just create one function which is get on the load, so that we can get the user specific ID that we have saved in the where if you are telling shared preference, then you are right. So I'll write ID is equals to await shared preference helper dot get user ID, something like this. We need to just pass a set state, and the init state I'm going to just call a get on the load function, something like this. Yeah. So this is the thing that we have written. Now let's call the function. Now it is going to work. Till now, sorry, we haven't called order stream till now. So that order stream is equals to await database methods dot get user orders, and here I'm going to just pass the user specific ID. Yeah. So now it is going to work, I guess. Yeah. So let's hot restart this. There will be some problem, because as I've told you that it says that the null check character used on a null value. I guess ID is coming null. So let me print this so that I can see if the ID is available or not. Maybe I have deleted this app, then I've tried to, yeah, so we are not getting the order ID. So we need to get order ID. So let me first sign up in the app so that I can get order ID. So let me do that all this case, then I'll back in just a few seconds. Yeah. So as you can see that I have simply created one user ID where I have paste, or not a paste, I have simply create one order, and this is the order. As I can see you see the name is Ayush Gupta. Yeah. So this is the order that I have simply created. and you can see the order in the admin order side as well. So this is the order, I guess. Yeah. So now let's move to the order page, and here will find that the render box error. Now you know that if we are using a list view builder, then we need to just provide the fixed height so that it can use that much height. Yeah, so I'm going to just pass the height by using media query. So I'll write media query dot of context dot size dot height divide by, and we'll just pass 2. Yeah, so this is the case that we have done. So let's move to the bottom name rather than sign up page. So I'll move to the bottom name, something here, and here you can see this data that we get from the Firebase, but there is overflow pixel error, so we can solve that by I guess we can solve that by just passing 3 will be 2 less 2.5 2.2. Yeah, 2.2 is okay, I guess. Yeah, so we can also pass the spacing from the top. So I'll write size box height 20.0, which will be enough, I guess. Yeah, so this is the case that we can pass. Yeah, so there is some space given from the bottom. I don't need that. Yeah, it is okay. Yeah, so now we can simply scroll and can see all the current orders. Right now this is the current order. You can see that I've simply placed by using the post page, right? So now let's move to the order that I've created. So I guess this was the order. Yeah, this is my ID that I've created, and this is the order. Now let's update the order from the admin side, and let me show you how it will be highlighted in the user side of the app. Yeah, so let's move to the order admin page. So admin order page, I guess admin order page, and in the admin order page, let's complete 1 2 3 milestone. Yeah, I think so tracker value has been changed to 2. Yes, both at the user side and at the admin side also. Now let's see what data has been updated to the user side. As you can see that the 3 milestone has been completed, so 3 milestone will also be highlighted in the user side of the app. Yeah, so let's refresh this or hot restart this app. Let's move to the order page, and you can see that it is working brilliantly, and the 3 milestone has been highlighted in the user side of the app. So this was the thing that I have tried to create by using the order tracking. So this is how you can see that stream builder can simply help us to update the order once the admin has been checked that, and we need to just show that in the user side of the app. I hope that our order page is complete. Post page is done. Now order page is still left. I guess we haven't shown this case, which is current order and the past orders. Yeah, so for that what I'm going to do is that here, yeah, so I'll pass one case. So what that case will be, let me show you. So here in the database methods, I'm going to create one more function to get a user orders where the track value will be 4. I hope that you are getting what I'm trying to say. Like the track value will be 4. The track value will be 4 means that the order has been completed, right? As I've explained you. So get user past orders. So this is the function that we have created, dot collection, and here I'm going to just pass dot where, and where the trackers value. So let me show you what I'm telling. So trackers value, this is the trackers value. So the tracker value is 4 is equal to 4. Yeah, so that will be counted as a past order, right? So let's call this function in the order page. So like let's close this, and where we are updating the data, so here it is. Now in the order stream, I just need to pass like this, which will be the order stream is equals to await. So first we need to pass async await database methods dot get admin user orders. So this will be shown as the current orders, right? And once the user click for an past orders, then we are going to just change the function name to the past orders, right? So which will be the get user past orders, something like this. Now let's hot restart the app and let's move over here. Now when I click to this past order, see the magic. I'm saying the magic, but that's not a magic, that's a code, but see the magic. So I click to this past orders and here you can see that the current order has been removed. So it's going to show all the orders that has the track value 4, which means the order has been completed. Yeah, so this is the case that we are going to handle and it is already handled. Yeah, so now let's move, and now I guess there are few more things left, which is like we are going to show the current location, a track number. The user going to enter a track number to see that what update of that, where they are going to see the update of that, or you can say status of that order. Yeah, and the profile page is also left. Yeah, so let's create this all three things, and we need to also create admin login page and the home admin page. So there are some things that left, but do not need to worry, it will not just take much time to create this all these things. Yeah, I have added all the code that we have needed for the search bar, but do not need to worry, I will simply tell you like how all the things have been added in the search bar. Yeah, so basically the search bar thing that we have added is like, here you can see that this is the function, sorry, not this, I will tell you what really this function is. So this is the function which is get matching field. As you know that in this track number, or in this search field, the user will going to enter their track number. Now through the track number, when they will click to this search icon, the app will simply show all the details regarding the track number they have entered over here. Yeah, so for here you can see that there is a function naming which is get matching field, and the user will going to enter their track id, and once they get a track id, then we are going to get that by using dot where function. Now as you know that we need to get move to the users collection, the orders collection, and we need to match the track id. Like here we'll move to the Firebase and you can see that this is the track id, for an example ABC. Yeah, so when we'll move to this order, then we are going to match the track id, which is a unique id. As you know that we have provided the unique id to the each orders that the user going to place, right? So we are going to simply match that, and once it is matched, then we are going to get a drop of address and the tracker. So these are all the simple code that I have written over here. Yeah, so now once we have wrote this code, then we'll move to the text field. So in this text field you can see that I have simply passed a controller. You know that what really controller do, and then we have passed like a suffix icon. So this is the suffix icon, as you can see, which is a search icon, and await. So this is the function that we have written, we have called, and now we have simply passed the text that we, or you can say a track id that we need to track. Yeah, and once we keep on searching the track id, we need to just show the details over here. So here I've just passed a bool, you can see a boolean character, and we have just passed a search to false. Now by doing this, if we pass a search to false, then here we are going to show the data, right? Now to show the data, I will just name the search to true, and we are going to show the data over here. Now the data will be shown something like this, as you can see here. So let me show you, like if the, so where we have passed, okay, over where, yeah, so here we have passed, like if the search function is true, then we are going to just show the complete container over here, and this is the same code that we have written for the order page. Yeah, so this is the code that we have written. And now for an example, if I want to simply track, like if this ABC is my track id, and I want to see that what's the current process, or you can say a current situation of this order. So for that I just need to enter the track id. So I'll write ABC. Now I click to this search icon, and you can see that it simply shows me the detail over here, which is near Delhi Road. So the drop of address you can see at the top, and you can see the track tracker value is 2. So 0, 1, 2. So 3 milestones should be completed, right? So here you can see that it simply shows that 3 milestone has been completed, and it going to show me the respective order where the track ID I have written in this search field, right? So these are the all the things that we have written. Now let's move, and here you can see that for the current location what I have done. So we'll move to the perfspec.ml file, and here you can see that I have added a two package which is geocoder and geocoding and geolocator. So these are the two packages you can simply get from perf and can add this package, as this package will help us to get a geolocation. As I've told you that we are going to get the user's current location. So you can see that it is San Francisco. So don't think that I'm sitting on USA. I'm using a Android emulator, and this is a Mac, so it's going to simply get an address of an USA. Yeah, if you are going to run the app on the real Android device or real iOS device, then you will get your location over here. I'm using emulator, that's why it simply shows the location of an USA. Yeah, now these are the two packages that you can add. Now there are some more thing, like we need to move to the Android app build.gradle src main Android manifest file, and you need to just add these two commands over here. You can simply pause a video and can write all the necessary code you want, as I will provide you the source code link in the description box. You can simply get it from there, and if you are facing any problem to get the source code, DM me on my Instagram ID. I will simply help you if you want to pay from UPI, because I've seen many users like they don't have Visa card and all. They want to pay through the UPI and get the code. You can directly DM me. I will surely try to help you. Yeah. Now these are the two commands we need to add for the permission for getting the user's current location. Now once we have done this thing, now let's move back to the iOS folder, and here we'll move to the runner info.plist file, and this is one more command that we have added, and this command will simply help us to get the user's current location. So this is for the iOS, and the Android thing I've shown you for the Android, right? So once we have written this thing, now let's move back to the home page, and here you can see that these are the two commands I've written, or functions I've written, which is geolocation, and here you can see that you can write this complete functions to get a geolocation, and a second function which is get address from latitude and longitude. So these are the two functions that you can write. Yeah, now once you write all this thing, you just need to pass one more thing, which is a string current address position. Yeah, so these are the two things, and you can just pass a current address over here. So these are the three you can say some things that we need to write to get a current address, and we can directly show the current address over here. Yeah, so this is the code I've written to show the current address. So these were the some things, and this is at last you can say this is the profile page, and this is just as simple as we have written. So let me show you the profile page as well. I will just simply scroll this slowly so that you can pause a video and can write a code. Yeah, it's up to your choice, like how you want to get the code. Yeah, now this is like auth methods. So here in the service folder, I have created one file which is auth.dart, and in this auth.dart file, I have written all the necessary thing like sign out function, delete user. So delete user function will be called when we'll click to this delete account, and logout function will be action, like logout button will be an action when we'll call this sign out function. Yeah, so these are the some things that we have done. So these are for the sign out and the delete users. Yeah, so these are the some things that we have done to show all the data, and this is the profile page, though I have used to create a profile page in my each of the videos. So I have done this. Now let's move, and here we'll directly move to the admin page, and we need to just add a admin login page which we have didn't done till now. So we need to just add an admin login page, and the second thing I guess which will be like managing the users who are going to use this app. Yeah, so these are the two things that still left, so we'll do that now. Yeah, let's move, and first we are going to create the admin login page. Now the image, as you can see on the screen, so this is the image that we are going to use in our admin login page. So let's move to the admin folder that we have created, and here we are going to create a new file name which will be the admin login, something like this. And here I'm going to just pass a import package by using material.dart, and will write a stateful widget name which will be like an admin login, right? So these are the some things that we need to do. Yeah, so I'll simply pass the page name which is admin login, and once we have done this thing, now we can simply pass a scaffold, a body, container, child, and a column. Yeah, container, child, and a column. Now once we have wrote this thing, now here at the top I am going to show the image that I've just shown you now. So for that, you know that you need to use image.asset, and I'll write image.asset images, and in the images folder I have simply saved the image file name which is admin.png, I guess. Yeah, so this is the file name, I guess. Yeah, admin.png. So this is the file name, so admin.png, and here I'm going to just pass the height. Let's pass the height 90, width 90, and a feed box feed.cover. We can change the height and width maybe later. I'm just passing it for now, so I'll write boxfit.cover. Now here I'm going to do one thing, like here in the main.dart file I'll simply call our admin login, something like this. Yeah, so this is the image, but I need in complete center. So for that I just need to increase the height and width of the image, so I'll increase to 150 and 150, something like this. Now I can bring at the center. You know that how to do that by using a center widget, and I need to also pass the margin, so I'll write margin edge inset dot only. From the top let's pass 50.0, which will be enough, I guess. We can increase the height and width of the image, I think, so that will look good. Yeah, so this is the height and width. Now here I'm going to create one container. Now you know that what the container will do over here. Now this container will simply help the admin to enter their specific username and the password, and they can simply move inside the admin panel, right? So for that I just need to write a decoration, a box decoration, color, and here I'm going to just pass the color which will colors dot black. We can just pass the color black, I guess it will look okay. So I'll write colors dot black. Yeah, now here let's pass a child, a column, and a children. Now here I'm going to just pass a text, and in the text I'm going to just write the admin login, which is the our page name. Yeah, now I can pass the styling by using app widget class. So write app widget dot, and we need a white text field style because we have provided a black color, so we need to just pass the color on white so that we can see all the things. Yeah, now I'm going to also pass the width by using media query, and media query dot of context dot size dot width, something like this. Now we need to also pass the margin edge inset dot only. From the left let's pass 20.0, from the right let's pass 20.0, which will be enough, I guess. Now I can provide the space between this image and the container, so I'll use the size box. Let's pass 30.0, which will be enough, I guess. Yeah, now here I'm going to just pass one more thing, which will be the height. Let's pass the height by using media query dot of context dot size dot height, sorry, dot height divide by, and here I'm going to just pass 2. Yeah, so now I'm going to just also increase the size of an image. Let's pass 40. 40 will be too much, I guess. Let's pass 30. Now I can pass the space from the top, so I'll use the size box height 20.0, which will be enough. Now we can also pass the border radius to this container, so I'll just write a border radius dot circular. Let's pass 20. Yeah, it is okay. So now you can see the admin login text. Now here, as I've told you that the user will enter the username and the not user. By user you can think that I'm talking about admin. Yep. So for that I need to create a text widget here again, and here I'll just pass the username. Now we can just pass the styling by using app widget class dot, and here I'll just pass like normal text field style. I don't know it will work because we have passed the color on black. Yeah, we can't see anything. So for that let's pass a white text field style, different shade white text field style. Yeah, so this is better, I guess. Yeah, so we can pass this. Nah, it is like too small. I don't think so the admin can remind like what it is really shown over here. So let's pass white text field style, and we'll just pass the 15.0, or let's pass 18.0, which will be much clear. 20, I guess. Yeah, 20 is okay. We can just pass the size box. Let's pass the size box. Height, let's pass the space 30.0, which will be enough, I guess. Now we can use a cross and can bring the text to the right side. So I'll write a cross and I mean the left side, not a right side. Cross axis alignment dot start. We can center this by using a center widget. Now we can also pass a padding. So write padding edge insert dot only from the left. Let's pass 20.0. Yeah. So this is the text that we have shown. Now we just need to provide a text field so that the admin can enter the username. So you know that we just need to write child text field, something like this, decoration, input decoration, border, input border dot none. Yeah, input border dot none, border dot, sorry, border input border dot none. Okay, border dot none. Yeah, so here it is. Now we need to just pass a decoration, box decoration, so that I can first see the text field. So I just write a color, and here I'm going to just pass colors dot white. So this is the text field. Now you can see, but we need to also pass the padding from the right position as well. So I just need to pass the right 20.0, which will be enough. Yeah, and we can just pass the size box here again. So we'll copy this. Let's paste it over here. Let's pass size box height 10.0. We just need to pass a border radius. So write border radius are circular. Let's pass 20. Yeah. So here we can see the text, not a text, text field. And here I'm going to just also pass the hint text. So for the hint text, I'll just write a hint text here as well. So I'll write hint text, and in the hint text I'll just write enter, I wait a second, yeah, enter username, or yeah, you can write enter username, I guess that will be perfect. Enter username, and we can also pass like we can pass suffix icon, I guess, or prefix. It is suffix or prefix, I don't know, I am confused between suffix and prefix always. Yeah, so I'll write dot person, it is prefix. Yeah, so every time I make a mistake on suffix and prefix, so sorry for that. Yeah, so this is the thing you can see, and the admin can just enter the username over here as well. Yeah, so these are the some things that we have done. We can also increase the font size. If you want, we can pass a hint style, text style, and we can just increase the font size of this hint that we have shown. If you think it is much in the smaller form, we can just directly pass 18.0, which will be enough. And sorry, and here is the, they can enter the username. 18 I guess is too much. Yeah, let's pass 15, which will be enough. Now once we have passed the username, now the second thing come here is a password. So I need to copy this complete thing, we'll paste it over here, and here I'm going to just pass the text, which will be the password. Yeah, so I'll write enter password. So once the user enter the username, then a password, and once we have done this thing, now I can pass some more space from the top. Let's pass 50.0. Yeah, I'm doing this so that we can fix this dead space that is on the container, so that it will look good. Yeah, and we can also pass 40. Yeah, now here it is okay, I guess. Now I'll remove the height. Now the reason I'll tell you, because I don't need this much height to be passed on this container. So rather than I will use a size box, let's pass the height 30.0. Yeah, so this is the thing that we have passed. Now we can also pass the height between this image and the container. Now this is okay, I guess. Now we can show one button. So once the admin fill all this text field, they can simply sign in the admin panel. Yeah, so for that I just need to create a container with media query. Here back again, so media query dot of context dot size dot width. Here I will just pass a decoration, a box decoration, color. Let's pass the colors dot black again. So I'll write colors dot black, font size, why I'm passing font size over here. So I'll write border radius dot circular. Let's pass 30. So now we can just pass the child, and we can show the text widget by using text widget. Yeah, and here I'll just write like login. Yeah, login. We can use a style app widget class. You can show the text in the white text field style. Let's pass 20.0, which will be enough, I guess. We have passed inside this container. We don't need that, so I'll cut out from here. We'll paste it something over here. Now you can see this, but what is but? We can increase this. We'll just center it with help of center widget. We don't need this much width. We'll write divide by 2 or divide by 3. 3 will be 2 less. Let's pass 1.6, I guess. Yeah, it is okay. Now here I can just pass the height. Let's pass the height 50. It's okay, I guess. If not, it's not okay. It's looking very bad. Yeah, I know that. I'll just pass the size box height. Let's pass height 40.0, I guess. Yeah, so now we can see this button, but we can increase the button size to 80, or let's pass 60, I guess, and we can just pass 30. Yeah, so this is the login button that we have shown. I know the page looks simple in the admin login page, but if you want, you can provide some other design and can make it more unique, but I've tried to keep the admin login page as simple as I can. Yeah, so this is just a small image and all the things that you can see over here. Yeah, now once we have shown this container and the button, now we can do one thing. If we want, we can pass the elevation. So let's see what is going to happen when we pass the elevation. So write border radius, and we can pass the border radius, same thing over here, and we'll just say this. I think so now it's okay. Yeah, it is okay, I guess. We can just pass 65. Yeah, so this is the login button, you can see. Now we can add a further execution for our admin login .dart file. Yeah, so as you know that the username and the password that the admin going to enter on this admin login page will be unique and will be only known to by the admins. Yeah, so for that we need to just create one admin collection over here. So in the collection, I'll just create one admin collection. We'll click on next, auto ID, and here I'm going to just pass the username. For the username, I'll just write Peter, and the password, so I'll write password 123456. Yeah, so this is the thing that we have passed. So here you can see the admin collection, the username and the password. Now we can simply call this. So for that, I just need to create one function name, which is a login admin. Yeah, because when the username and the password will be entered by the admin on this two text field, then we are going to match that. Yeah, so for that I just need to create one function which is login admin. Now here I'm going to just write a Firebase firestore dot instance dot collection, and here I'm going to just pass the collection name which is admin. So here you can see that this is the collection which is admin dot get dot then we can pass dot then, and here I'm going to just pass a snapshot. Now you know the use of snapshot, but if not, let me clear it one more time. So snapshot is something like here we move to the admin collection and we need to read this respective document fields. Yeah, so snapshot will help us to read the respective document fields, and it help us to simply match the fields and give us the result that it is matched or not. Yeah, so here I'm going to just write a snapshot dot docs, and I'll write dot for each, and here I'm going to just pass the result first. So I'll write result something like this, and now I can pass this thing, and here I'll just check the result. So I'll write result dot data, and here I'll just match the respective field name. So I need to copy the respective field name. We are going to paste it over here, and we'll just check that if the respective username and the username entered by the admin on this text field is matched or not. So if both the thing is not matched, because as you can see that I've written that result data username, the username field that we are getting from the Firebase is not equals to, you know, this sign is not equals to the data that the user enter on this text field. If it is not matched, then we'll just write let's first create a text editing controller so that we can handle the text. So I'll write text editing controller user name controller equals to new text editing controller. Yeah, something like this. Now we need to create one more controller so that we can handle same for the password. So I'll write password controller, and we can just pass the two controller in this two text field, right? So this is simple, I guess. We usually do this in all of the series. That this is not the first admin login page I am trying to make. As I've told you, I've already made 16 plus apps on this channel, so you can follow that series and can add some more apps to your resume. Yeah, so I'll just pass a controller, and in the controller I'll just pass a username controller, and we can do same for the password controller. So I'll write controller, and sorry, I'll just write controller, and here I'll just pass the password controller, something like this. Yeah, so once we have passed this thing, now we can just write username controller dot text. Yeah, now once we do this thing, I'll write dot trim. Now you will say that what is a trim? So for example, as we have wrote the username in the Firebase, which is Peter, right? You know that. So for an example, if the admin here simply write the Peter, yeah. Now for example, they just mistakenly pass some space. For just a mistake, they have passed a space. Then there is Peter, and you know that basically in all the languages, Java, C, C++, Python, Flutter, Dart, everything, they count the space as an number, or as an, you can say, a string or something, or there is something written. Yeah, so they'll just store like 0 1 2 3 4 5. I'm starting from 0 because when we are, this is a string, right? So all the string, the specific character starts from 0. So 0 1 2 3 4. So they will count the space as a fifth space that it is simply stored in that string Peter. Yeah, so now once the user will just write Peter and they enter the password and click to this login button, then the login won't going to work because the Peter that we have stored in the Firebase doesn't have any space. There are totally 4 characters, but it simply count a space and there are 5 characters. I hope it is clear because I'm trying to explain you why I've used a dot trim over here, because this single function can simply make your app user friendly. Now when the admin will try to log in with this space, they can't log in. Yeah, until they remove this space. Now the admin can't know that because just of this space they can't try to log in the app. So that will simply make the admin like really frustrate, and they will just blame the developers. So think about it, like to pass a dot trim function over here. Now once we do this thing, now here I'll just show the red light. You know the red light, that once the username is not matched, then we can show the red light. So for that, let's copy the red light function. So for that, I just need to copy this snack bar, a complete snack bar from here, and I'll just paste it something over here, not over here, inside this if condition. So I'll just pass the, you can say, a toast message that the your ID not, we can just pass your username is not correct. Yeah, so I'll write your username is not correct. Yeah, and we can just pass a font note. Let's pass the color. We can just pass colors dot white, something like this. Now this is the first case where the username is not matched. Now the second case will be like the password is not matched, right? So for that, I just need to create some more functions. So for that, I'll just write here else if, and in the else if, I'll just copy this complete function, and we are going to just copy and we are going to paste it over here. Now here I'll just going to match the field name, which is password that I've shown you. Yeah, so the password, and here I'm going to just pass the password controller dot text dot trim. Yeah, dot trim, something like this. Now if this password is not matched, then we are again going to show the red light, and you know that the red light will be like your password is not correct. Yeah, so I'll just pass password is not correct, something like this. There is some error, so we fixed it. Yeah, so this was the two case when the username and the password is both entered by the user is wrong, and the third case will be like they have entered the correct username and the password, and they simply move to the home admin page. So let's create the home admin page first. So in the admin folder, I am going to simply create a new file name, which will be the home admin.dart. And here I'm going to import the package by using material.dart, and we'll write a stateful widget name. And here we'll just pass the page name, which is home admin. Yeah. So these were the some things that we need to do. And here I just pass the else case, like if both the statement is false, then the simply the execution will pass to the else condition. Now if there is a problem for you to understand if else and the basic execution of the programming, that we have already made one video on this channel where I've taught you about a basic things about a Flutter. I'll highly recommend you to follow that, because that will simply clear all the basic things. As a coder, I will tell you that the developers basics should really be strong to add all this execution and make the complete app from the scratch, because I've taught about many things about a Dart programming, Flutter widgets and everything on that video. I'll highly recommend you to follow that video and get more about this if else condition and all. Yeah, so here I'll just pass navigator, and in the navigator, sorry, I'll write navigator dot push, navigator dot push, and here I'll just push the user to the home admin page as I've told you. So I'll write material page root, and here I'll just pass the context, and in the context we'll just push the user to the home admin page, something like this. Now let's restart the app, and let's see how this admin login page going to work. So here I'm going to just pass the Peter, which is the username that we have enter over here, and then the password, which is 123456. Yeah, you can show the password in the dotted form. You know that what to pass. You can just pass or secure text to true, and it will simply show the text in the secured form, I mean the password. Now here, to action our login button, I just need to wrap up the login button with a gesture detector, and in the on tab I just need to call the function name, which is like a login admin. Yep, so this is the function name, which is login admin. Now I'll click to this login, and yeah, so here we have directly moved to the home admin page. I know it is completely black because we haven't passed anything in our home admin page. Yeah, so this is how our admin login page going to work, and it is also working brilliantly, as you can see that. Yeah, so this is the home admin page, and now we are going to create our home admin page, right? As I've told you that we are going to create the home admin page, but I thought that we can create a home admin page later. The main thing that still left is a manage users section, from where the admin can manage all the users, right? So here I have simply going to create one file in our admin folder, which will be the new file name manage users.dart. And in this dart file, I am going to first import the package by using material.dart, and will write a stateful widget name, and will simply pass the page name, which is manage users, right? So this is the page name that we can pass manage users. Now here I can pass a scaffold, a body, container, child, and a column. Yeah, container, child, and a column. Now here I'm going to just pass a children. Now as you know that in the manage users.dart file, I'm going to simply first pass the page name manage users, that will be simply highlighted at the top. So for that I just need to pass a text widget, and in the text widget I'll just write a text widget, something like this. But let's pass the background color to this page. So the color we are going to use is widely the color we have used in all the pages. So this is the color code that we are going to use. We'll copy this, we'll paste it something over here, and now let's switch to the manage users page so that I can show you what all code I am writing over here. Yeah, so now I can just pass a text widget, and in the text widget I'll just pass the text, as you know that manage users, something like this. So let me hot restart this complete app. Yeah, so this is the page that has been displayed over here. So I'll write style app widget class dot white text fill style. Let's pass the font size 20.0, which will be very less. Let's pass 30.0, which will be enough, I guess. We can just pass a center widget to center this text, and we can just pass the margin from the top. So I'll write margin as insert dot only from the top. Let's pass 40.0. So this is the text, as you can see, which is our page name. Now I am going to just show the circular container as we widely do in all our pages. So I'll just write child. So we have already written a column, so why I'm writing child. So we can need to write container decoration, a box decoration. In the box decoration I can just pass the color, and here I'm going to just pass the colors.white, and in the colors.white I just need to pass the width by using media query, and we'll write media query dot of context dot size dot width, and here I'll just pass the border radius, and through the border radius I'll write border radius dot only. From the top left I'll write radius dot circular, and just pass 30, and we'll just pass top right radius dot circular 30, something like this. Now here once we show this thing, now we can pass child column. So first I'm going to create the UI. Basically the UI, the like how we are going to show the specific users detail from the Firebase, and how we are going to manage that, not we, the admin, going to manage that. Yeah, so for that I'm going to just create one container, and in the container first I'm going to just pass a decoration, a box decoration, the color, and here I'm going to just use the unique color code that I think so we have used before, but I don't remind that where we have used that color code. So that's a blue shade, you can say that, but let me find that color code. Let me paste it over here. Yeah, so this is the color code that we are going to use, as you can see here. Now here I'll just pass a child, a row, and a children, and in the children I'll just write image.asset, and here I'm going to just write our images folder name and an image file name. For the image file name I'll write boy.jpg. I'll just pass the height. Let's pass the height 150, width 150, and a fit box fit dot cover. Yeah, so these are the some details that we need to just pass. The I guess the height and width is too much, so we'll just change to 90 and 90. Now here I'm going to also pass the margin. So for the margin I'll write margin as insert dot only. From the left let's pass 20.0, from the right let's pass 20.0, and now we can just also pass the space from the top. So we'll use a size box, and here I'll write the size box height 30.0, something like this. Now here I want this container to use a complete height of the screen. So for that I'll just wrap up the container with a expanded widget, and in the expanded widget, so now you can see that it covers a complete height of the screen. Now I can use a size box, and we can just pass a space between this text and this container. So write size box height, let's pass 20.0, which will be enough, I guess. Yeah, now here I'm going to also pass a padding to this container. So write padding as insert dot all, let's pass up to 10. Yeah, sorry, not over here, I guess we have passed on the wrong directions. So here we just need to pass. Now here I just need to pass the border radius to this image. So I'll wrap up with a widget which will be the clip react, and here I'll just pass the border radius, and we'll pass border radius dot circular. Let's pass 30. Yeah, or let's pass 10, I guess, which will be enough. Yeah, so this is the thing that we can see over here. We can pass the padding up to 20, I guess. Now we can also pass the box decoration, not a box decoration, a border radius to this container as well. So let border radius dot circular, let's pass 20. Now here once we do this thing, now as we are going to show the username first, his email ID, and the remove button, so that the admin can simply give a ban to any of the respective user, or can remove any of the user if he is misbehaving, right? So for that I just need to pass a column widget, and in the column widget I'll just pass a children, and in the children I'll just pass a text widget, and in the text widget I'll just pass the text. So first, as I told you that we are going to just show the name, so I'm going to just write Shivam Gupta, something like this, Shivam Gupta. Here I will just pass the style by using app widget class dot, and here I'll just pass the text, or we can say the, let's pass normal text field style, let's pass 20, I guess. Yeah, so this is the text we can see. I'll just pass the size box, let's pass the size box with 20.0, which will be enough, I guess. And now we can just use a cross to bring the text something over here. So for that I just need to move over here. We'll write cross axis alignment dot start, something like this. Now just below this name I'm going to just show one text where we are going to indicate the respective user email ID. So I'm going to just write Shivam this is the random email ID that I'm writing for now. Yeah, so we'll decrease the font size. Let's pass 18, I guess. Yeah, we can use a cross. So for the cross, we can just pass a cross axis alignment dot start. I don't think so it look good. We can make some more, we can add some more thing to make it more creative, right? So I'll just add some icons so that it will look good, I guess. So let icons dot person, just to indicate that it is a person name, and here I'm going to just pass the color by you, and this is the color code that we are going to use. So we'll copy this, we are going to just paste it something over here. So now it's look good, I guess. Now we can just pass a size box with 10.0, which will be enough. Yeah, now we can copy this complete thing. We are going to just wrap up with a row widget back again, and in the row widget we are going to just pass this icon and the width, and this is the mail ID, so a mail. And now I'm going to just also wrap up this text widget with a container, because here you can see that there is an overflow error. So to fix that, we just need to pass a width, and we can write media query dot of context dot size dot width divide by 2. 2 will be 2 less. Let's pass 3, I guess. 3 is okay, not okay, okay, good, okay, not okay. gmail.com. Okay, we can lower down the size, I guess. 12, sorry, why 12? 12 will be too less. Let's pass 70. Yeah, gmail.com, it is okay, I guess. Now here, yeah, we can pass size box. Let's pass size box height 10.0 as well. 10.0 is too much space. Let's pass 5. Now here I'm thinking that it will like .com will be appear over here. We just don't need to change the line. This is happening because we have passed the padding over here. So now it's going to work. 2.0. Yeah, so now it shows just in the one line, and this is the way I think so it looks good. Yeah, now here where we have shown the image, I'm going to just pass a padding, or we can say, yeah, padding, I guess. So I'll write wrap up with a widget, will pass padding as insert dot only. From the left, let's pass 10.0, which will be enough. From the top, let's pass 10.0, which will be enough, and I guess it is okay. At the bottom we need that, I know that we need that, so we are going to provide that later. So for that, I'll just do here one more thing. I'll just write a column widget. So here we have wrote the column widget. Yeah, we are going to just write a container again. So I'll write container, and here I'll just write decoration, a box decoration. Let's pass the color, colors dot black, and once we pass the color black, now we can just pass a child, and in the child I'll just use a text widget, and in the text widget I'll just write remove. So remove is okay. Style app widget class dot white text fill style, let's pass 18.0, 187.0. now remove. Now we can just also pass a padding, edge insert dot all, let's pass 10. So this is the button, let's pass 8. We can pass a border radius. So for the border radius, I just need to pass a border radius dot circular, let's pass 10. Yeah, so this is the button that we have shown. We can just pass a size box because it's simply stuck with this text widget. So I'll write size box height, let's pass 5.0, which will be enough gap, I guess. Yeah, if we want, you can center this. I hope that center widget will work over here. It's not, because we have passed a cross axis alignment dot start in the column widget, so that's why the center widget won't work over here. Yeah, so this is the thing that we have shown, and it is okay, I guess. If you want, you can increase the height and width of this image. It's up to your choice. Like if you want to show 120 you can do, but there will be then overflow pixel error, so that's why I've kept it 90. Yeah, now let's call all the users from the users collection that we have shown, and then we can add the execution for this remove button. Yeah, so for that I will just move to the database.dart file, and we need to just write a necessary function. So I'll write copy this function, we are going to just paste it over here, and we'll write get all users. So I'll write all users. Yeah, we'll remove this id because we don't need that. So I'll remove the id, and we are going to get all the documents from the respective users collection. So here I'll just write users collection dot snapshot. Yeah, so once we get all this thing, now let's move back to where, to this, where we have written a stream. So why to write a code and again for the stream builder? So I'm going to copy, and we are going to just paste it here as well, and we are going to just paste the necessary commands that we need to show the data from the Firebase. And here I'm going to just pass the our function name, which is all users, which will be perfect. And here I'll also pass the stream name, which is a user stream. Yeah, we can call this. So I'll write user stream. We can call a document snapshot. I'm in the Firebase Firestore. Now we need to just copy the thing that we have written. So I will do one thing, what it will be, let me show you. So we'll copy this complete container that we have shown just for the UI. So I'll cut out from here, we'll just paste it here, that we need to show the data from the Firebase, and here it is. So once we have pasted this, now let's execute all these functions. So first I'll write image.network. Now you will say that there is no image field on this document. So yeah, I know that there is no image field. Now as we have completed this complete package delivery app, and I have promised you that in the starting of this package delivery app that I'm not going to use a Firebase storage at all, and this project is completely free for you. Like the backend and all is completely free. We haven't paid anything for the backend, for the APIs and anything. Yeah, so that's why I have not shown the image field over here. But if you want, you can handle the image field. As I've told you that I have made a lots of series where I have handled the image field and how to show the data from the like upload the data to the Firebase storage and all, so by using that image field. So that's why I haven't used that. So let's keep it in the form of asset. But when you will add the image field and it is in the form of the link, you can just replace it with the network. Yeah, if it is clear. Now here in the text widget, I just need to call our field name, which is ds, and I just need to copy this field name. We'll just paste it over here. Well, so once we have shown the name, so the name is over here, we have pasted it in the wrong position. So here it is an email, so I just need to copy this complete thing. We'll just paste it here as well. Now this is the thing that we have done. Now let's add the execution for our remove button. Now what I'm going to do is that first we need to move to the users collection, and we'll move to the respective document ID, and we'll delete this document ID, and we'll remove this respective user details from here. Yeah, so this is the thing that we need to do. So for that I just need to call our delete function. So for the delete function, I'll just copy this function for now. I'll just paste it over here. I'll just write our function name, which is delete respective user or delete user. We can just keep the function name delete user, simple. Yeah, simple dimple. So we'll write delete user. Now we just need to get a unique ID, which is a user ID. I'll just move to the users collection, and then we just need to pass dot delete. So this is the function that we need to pass, and we can just call this. So let's move back to the our manage user page, and here where we have shown the button, we'll just wrap up with a gesture detector, and in the on tap method here I'm going to just call the functions that we have written. So I'll write async, we'll write await database methods dot delete user, and here are a ds.id, so that we can remove that respective user. Yeah, so once we have wrote this, now let's call the user stream function. So for that I'll just write the function name, which is get on the load, something like this. Now here I'll just write async user stream is equals to await database methods dot get user all users. Yeah, we'll just pass a set state, and in the init state I'm going to call out this function, which is get on the load. Yeah, so this is all the thing that we need to do. Now let's call all users in this column widget. So for that I'll just write all users, something like this. Now I'll simply hot restart the app, and there will be some error, and you know that why it is error that have been shown over here. Again, a render box error. We have used a list view builder, so we just need to wrap up the all users with a container, and we just need to pass the height. Let's pass the height by using media query. So I'll write media query dot of context dot size dot height divide by, let's pass 1.5, I guess, which will be enough. Let's hot restart back again. Yeah, so here we have get all the data, but there is not a problem, there is some space problem. So I'll write margin, so I'll just pass margin. We have already passed a margin, so I'll just pass from the bottom. Let's pass 20.0. So now there is enough space, but we can pass expanded widget, I guess. Let me check if it work. It is not working, so we'll simply hot restart. Now that, yeah, it is working. Yeah, it is working, sorry for that. Yeah, it is working. Yeah, so let's do one thing. Let's remove this Shiva, not Shivam. Why I'll remove myself from here. So I'll write Ayush Gupta. So I'll remove the Ayush Gupta from here, and you can see that it just take a few seconds to remove that Ayush details, and you will see that there are 4 documents, right? So now I'll just remove this user, which is Ayush Gupta, back again. So I'll remove this, I'll click to this, and here you can see that the respective details about that user has been removed from the users collection, and we can just remove that by using a manage users section. Yeah, so now we have done this thing. Now here is one more thing, like when we'll move to this page, we need to add an execution so that we can directly move back to the home admin page. Yeah, so for that I just need to wrap up with a row, and in the row I just need to pass a container. In the container I'll just pass a child, and first let's pass the decoration, and let's pass the color first. So like decoration, box decoration color, I'll just pass colors dot white, and here I'll just pass icon, icons dot arrow back, and we'll just pass color, which will be the colors dot black, something like this. Now here I can just pass the padding. So for the padding I just need to wrap up the row widget. So I'll just wrap up with a padding, edge insert dot only. From the left let's pass 20.0, and here I'll just pass the padding, padding edge insert dot all, let's pass 10. Yeah, so this is the something, sorry, we can do one thing, like let's pass the padding here, and we can just increase the size. Let's pass size 30.0. Yeah, so here I'll just write a border radius. I'll write border radius dot, let's pass 30. Yeah, now we can just pass the space. So for the space, rather than passing a fixed width over here, I'll recommend you to use a media query, as we have used a media query in this complete app. So why to pass a width, a fixed width over here? So let's pass a media query dot of context dot size dot width. So I'll write dot size dot width divide by 2, not 2. Let's pass 4, let's pass 6, let's pass 8. Yeah, 8 is okay. Little decrease the 28. Yeah, it is okay, and we can pass the execution for this back arrow. So I'll wrap up with a gesture detector, and in the on tap method I'll just write navigator dot pop context dot pop context. Yeah, something like this. So this is the thing that we have done. Now when we'll tap to this back arrow, we'll directly move back to the home admin page. We haven't created the home admin page, we are going to create it now. Yeah, so these are the some things that we have done. So if you haven't hit that like button and you are almost at the end of this package delivery app, then what you are waiting for? Hit that like button and be the part of this awesome Flutter family by hitting that subscribe button also. So I'm waiting that you have hit that subscribe and the like button as well. Yeah, now let's move back to the home admin page. So I have shown you how to create the admin panel in the starting of, like, where I have shown how our package delivery app will look alike, and there you can see that I have shown the admin panel section like a home admin page, and you can simply create that home admin page. It's very easy, as you have followed this package delivery app, so I'm sure that you won't face any problem to create that home admin page. And as I've told you that if you want to get a source code of this package delivery app, I will provide you the link in the description box. You can simply get it from there. And if you haven't hit that like and subscribe button, then please hit that like and subscribe button to be the part of this awesome Flutter family, as I am going to bring some of the most important series in this channel. So don't miss it down by so hit that subscribe button and be the part of this awesome channel. Until then, keep coding, keep having fun. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.